Alright.
Hello, we are live for the 30th iteration of Nexus Fight Club. I am Chaz Babs, your humble host today.
And I am Tobbs as well, here to farm my money.
he thinks that's what's going to happen, but you know, there's a few roadblocks in the way that he's got to get through first. Okay, what do you think of Youngling?
I'm not a fan of the character.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I worded it wrong. What do you think of any of the links?
Well, I play in schools on a regular basis, so I've got a bit of PTSD.
I see. Alright, let's transition this. Okay, right. This is winners round one. First set of the day. We've got Youngling versus Kazuya.
Yeah, I think probably quite a bad matchup for Kazuya would be my guess, because you can kind of move him out of the projectiles as Youngling. Like, you do have the Kazuya reflector, but it's pretty niche. It's not like a sort of amazing move.
There's so many things in this matchup. Just when you play any of the links, really, you just have to watch out for everything. You just have to watch out for all the bombs, all the arrows, and each one of okay, I respect it. Each one of them has different tools. Like obviously the arrows are really good on Tink, and obviously the arrows are really good on Youngling as well. But then the main link doesn't use the arrows that much. So you got to remember that each one does a different thing. But anyway, Youngling in this match.
Definitely, and I feel like the rage drive, a big bit of this matchup, the Superarmor, and actually like you can just Superarmor through the arrows.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Joycey not gonna have it.
No. See, yeah, I think he's better off just getting rid of the rage drive, trying to use it as much as he can. Maybe not look for the best time to use it, because this matchup, you're just dodging projectiles. You're just dodging projectiles the entire time.
And I feel like this is the situation that Kazuya really struggles in. Like he's behind, he's getting ruled out.
He's just getting thrown
like,
side to side.
You could get two neutral interactions and be winning here, but it's also that you have to get the neutral interactions, which against Youngling, because Kazuya is not easy when you're the one approaching.
It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Not right now, anyway. Unless, that's going to be that was way too unsafe. Way too unsafe.
He was looking for the auto cancel on the jab.
Oh, okay.
He just didn't know that. Didn't get the height quite right. So too much lag there.
Understandable. Yeah, I think. I don't really know enough about both of these characters. I'm not a great commentator. I don't know much about these characters even as a player, really. I don't really know much about. But I know that Youngling is just a tough one to deal with. Like you say, this is a rough matchup for Kazuya. Oh, okay, he takes the hit with the laser.
And this could be gets one electric at 0.
Yeah.
It could be a stock in theory.
We didn't talk about it, but I'm surprised he picked FD. That's a really dangerous, polarizing stage, especially for characters like Kazuya.
Yeah, I mean, I think just Aaron's basis is probably a bit. FD traditionally good for all the Shoto, like the FGC characters, just because they don't gel too well with platforms. I think Kazuya and Terry probably the best at using platforms. And good frame trap.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some changes he needs to be made to even get anywhere in the next game. I think he just needs to pick a different stage for one, in my opinion. But he just needs to slow it down, I think, or find openings. Don't do unsafe things like dare from above, and he just got punished for most of the unsafe things he did. So just general changes across the board, really.
Yeah, and you can see that Kazuya and Youngling draws the crowd. Everyone seated to watch.
Yeah, we don't even have an Among Us plushie to watch this week.
Oh yeah, Josh
isn't here.
He signed up, didn't he?
He signed up, but I think he's had some. I don't know if he's got cold feet or what, but he's just not feeling it at the moment, I believe. So, I hope he comes back soon. We do love him here. Tipo seems to be getting upset over the other side of the room, which is nothing new. No, that is nothing new. Oh.
Definitely, yeah. I saw that we had we got Cyril in the chat.
Yeah, we got Cyril in the chat, and yes, Joycey is actually here. We literally just turned on the chat just now, so we actually didn't have it on. But yeah, Joycey he's living in Southampton, I believe, so he could.
Yeah, I think he's mid-spaced as well some of the time, because I see him He was at one of the breakouts.
Yes, he was. His parents live in Mids, and live literally around the corner from you, I think. Where you are.
Yeah, he's in. I think he's in Lamp, so he's literally in the same town.
Yeah, because I mean, I think is it Warwick? You Warwick?
Warwick.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this is nice. Oh, that was a really good punish. Really good punish. I like that. Really good because you want to get him off stage. The bad part is about Link's recovery is that it's quite linear. And, you can probably punish him more than anything else that he does on the stage. So.
Yeah, as Kazuya, I don't know what your options are to like contest his up B. Do you just go for the down smash too thing?
Probably. Yeah, I mean he can mix it up with the jump being big, and so the up B, I guess you can mix it up like any other recoveries like Mega Man's and Sonic's. You can jump afterwards and act out of it. I don't really know. I mean, because you can't side B when you're in the air without doing an extra up B. So I think you only get one.
Yeah.
Side B or up B, one of the other. But yeah, struggling to get back on stage.
Yeah, and Joyce is really patient when he air dodge out.
And that's how it goes. But I feel like he's doing a bit better on the stage.
No, definitely
a good thing.
Which is weird because it's pretty similar to FD.
Yeah.
I guess the fact of the help is that the side platforms let Aaron get off of the ledge a bit easier.
See that unsafe nair, it's going to cost him a little bit of percent. This is tough. In the air is tough.
Yeah, and we did mention at the start about the Kazuya effect not being great, but I haven't seen it used.
No, okay, fix the stop at least. So he's got a decent percent lead at the moment, but now he's got rage drive. Oh dear. Oh no. Misses the nair. That would probably have been a zero death.
Would have been a stock, yeah. I imagine now rage drive, maybe?
Yeah, 100%. That would have been a stock, definitely.
And rage drive's offline now, but it's still really doable, especially if you get...
This is the back here as well. This is rough. He's getting the electrics, which I feel is the harder part, but then missing the punches afterwards, which is a shame, really.
Yeah, and these projectiles are just giving him a really tough time.
So he wants to go... Yeah, he wants to at least keep center stage right now, and he comes into the LC.
And you can get such a big punisher for that, and yeah, I think Aaron doesn't quite know the counterplay for that, because normally you wanna spot dodge just before the last hit, because it gives you more frame advantage than shielding the whole thing.
Yeah, okay, that was a good high recovery, but then still gets punished for it. Amazing. Like, I really like that recovery, but it just didn't play out well.
Yeah, and this is Aaron's gonna need to get something big if he manages to get the stock off.
He needs to at least take the stock, maybe without using the rage drive.
I would just use it. Because I feel like Kazuya has so much kill potential even without the rage drive.
That's true. Yeah.
And you just want to get the momentum off the Joycey right now.
Yeah. Oh, he just goes for the F smash.
The super.
And he still has the rage. Okay, no, it's gone. Okay, right. Yeah, this could be interesting.
Yeah, like definitely looking like it's Joycey can take it to him. If Aaron can land an electric.
No, what a shame, the F throw. Yeah, a lot of people don't realise the F throw actually will kill quite early as well. But yeah, Youngling's going to take it. Joycey and his Youngling. 2-0. I did see it, you tried to get it. You could probably just put it in the top. Yeah, why not? Okay, I'm not sure who we got next, I believe. Let's take a look at the bracket. Let's see what we got. So let's put that one in.
13 characters.
I'm not bothered, but okay. So we got you on next.
Oh, fun.
You and who won? How did it go? Yeah. You did switch to pack. Oh, okay.
I got 2 stopped as Kazuya, switched to pack and double free switch.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Well, that'll be the next set then. Tobes versus Allison.
Fun.
And I need to wait for someone to take over stream because at the moment we have no one. We got to play them. Yeah, I got to stick around until we actually have someone to take over stream, unless Aaron wants to take over the stream. Okay, Aaron's going to take over the stream. That's fine. I can quickly run it through. Yeah.
Whose is this?
That is not mine. Okay. So we have the man, the myth, the legend, Rapognic. and he's going to take over the stream while me and Joycey play. I just got to walk him through.
Yeah, Joycey is in Bournemouth. Serial.
Okay, right. So this is all like
I laid out the welcome.
he did. Okay, right. Let's go to. So let's get it onto that. So basically, transition. Just press fade. And then you're only going to need these two screens, so just press fade.
We'll just put it back to the full game screen. And
that's it. So just as soon as the game starts, press fade. And then the scores and what have you is here. I'll just put them in quick. So, player 1, can it be Alison?
Yes.
Alison. You be player 1.
Who's playing against Alison?
Tobes. Tobes, the man we don't see very often, actually.
Yeah, it's good to have him here.
It's good to have him back. Always a good time when he's around. Right, so turn that to 0. So that's it, I think. 0, 0 is that? I can't see. Yes, it is. Cool. Right. I will leave you in the capable hands of Aaron.
Cool, wonderful.
You know, I'll hop on as well for a bit. Thank you.
Cool.
So, hello.
Hello.
People in chat.
Oh,
and also you here.
Is that the good right screen, yeah? Yeah, it is cool.
This will transition in a sec, just like so.
Okay.
And this is no longer Windows Round 1, so let me quickly change that. But I will say we need to get out of studio mode. Apologies for no interaction in the chat, in the commentary at the moment. I will put that to the side while I input some scores, so if you commentate that.
Yeah, of course. So then, it's not very often that we have Toby with us. It's always good to welcome him back to Warwick. There's been a lot of practice taking place today, so I'm actually kind of curious to see what happens here, because we were joined in our pre-weekly practice by both Alison and Toby today. And that's a stock down already, thanks to a good old orange throw. Okay, so it does seem to be quite a lot of back and forth here at the moment.
Ding, there we go. That should be all good.
Wonderful, brilliant.
Right, let me get up to speed with this game. Obviously, I see.
So Alison's a stock ahead.
A stock ahead, but still 100%.
Yeah, still 100%. It's a very close stock ahead.
To be honest, this is weird. I would be expecting Pac-Man to be a very good character against Falcon, obviously. Having the ability to wall out a character like Falcon makes it extremely difficult. That, I believe that was the Hydrant almost killing off the side there, but managing to stay alive. The upbeat.
So this Falcon is a somewhat recent development. Those of you who know Toby will understand that Toby used to be a Ganon main.
Ganon and Little Mac.
And Little Mac. I understand he still occasionally brings out the Little Mac. But, well, essentially, because Captain Falcon is kind of like Speed Ganon, there's been a bit of an interesting development in how much commitment Toby makes towards his options now. There's a lot more reactivity, a lot more speed.
Which is good to see. Obviously, that's obviously the downside of having a slower character. But in a way, I also think the way that he played those slower characters definitely worked out for him.
Scary hard reads.
I was going to say, try to read the roll in. Instead, Toby ended up rolling right. Red, the get up attack. Nice grab into the up throw, up air. And see, this is a strategy that I know that Ali likes to really use against characters like Falcon, where she'll put that trampoline down, and then it forces the character to jump. And then when you put the Hydrant right behind that, it then gives the opponent to think, oh, well, I need to jump over Hydrant. I've got to jump over this anyways. I might as well do both at the same time. And then she knows how you're going to get over Hydrant.
It creates a frightening kind of pressure.
That's back on the Hydrant. Also priming it with the Nair. That's a weirdly specific timing trick.
Ooh.
Okay, so she's been practicing. That's just unfortunate to see. But she has been practicing that. There's a trick that you can do with anything that's like Bell, where you can see the way that the opponent is going to DI. You'll see how they're going to be launched by a little like blue spark.
I have no idea.
It's a thing that's really popular to do with Kazuya's as well, so it might be worth.
Yeah, 100%.
But next time Bell appears on screen, I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, please. We need like a replay thing, you know.
I wish we could set that up. I don't know how difficult that is to set up, but I will consider.
There we go. That's currently 1-0 to Allison.
And also running back the same characters.
Or one
Realistically, why wouldn't you? Obviously, these are both of these players' mains.
Yeah, of course. Some people stick to their guns.
Some people do. Some people do. Let me get out of studio mode, and there we go. Immediately retreating to the platform, which obviously means you can get a little bit of charge on that fruit. Although I don't know how much fruit charge you did end up getting from that.
Town City's a chaotic stage.
By the way, I don't know if... Oh, well, she mentioned that she got it in the practice session before the tournament. But there's a setup that she's been learning, and it's very specifically to do with Hydrant. What you can do is you place down a Hydrant, you jab on top of the Hydrant, and then you run off the Hydrant and upward angled forward tilt.
Yeah.
And she'll do a little hop forward, which then means you can just forward it afterwards.
Yeah. I think I saw a video recently shared on Twitter to do with the particular tech. Oh, what a interesting way to cover yourself.
I mean, she does it a lot against the ledge because a lot of people have started to recognize that if you go to the ledge against her while she's holding Gallagher, all you just have to do is like stay patient and hold shield until after. Whereas if you do it with that, then obviously they're not quite expecting it and get hit by it.
You have more options if you're not holding on.
Exactly. You get less damage from it, so in ways it's still better to do that. But it's better, but like it's still like something you have to be considerate of when you're challenging Pac-Man at the ledge.
100%.
Thought we were going to see an insane conversion off of the... I'm pretty sure it's Galaxian.
Yeah, it's a Galaxian.
I keep saying Galaga, and I don't know why.
It's because they're very similar.
They are very similar.
So, a fun fact for you. If anyone ever has the opportunity to play Tekken on the PlayStation 1, you can actually... I believe it's Galaxian you can play, but during the loading screen for Tekken 1, whilst the game loads, you can... Sorry, go on. You can play an old arcade game that I'm very certain is Galaxian, because Bandai Namco own both Pac-Man and Tekken, and that's why the Galaxian is featured in both Tekken 1 and this.
Fair enough. And in the meantime, what you've been talking about, that obviously Toby's managed to significantly lower this gap, almost being an entire stock behind at one point if you look at the percentages, and now almost getting things actually back in their favor, actually. I thought it would go the way around for a second, but no.
Toby has a frightening level of flow sometimes that is fascinating to watch.
Nice back air, called out the option after the Hydrant, and reads the approach in with the dash attack. Looks to be a very comfortable situation for Tobbs at the moment, but caught by the bell.
Equalizer.
Caught by the bell. During the invincibility, that's going to be the end of Toby's life. Going deep. Oh, she meant to do it there. She meant to do fastball there. I can tell you that now.
Yeah. you know when you watch someone play enough.
I've seen her play too many times. I know most of the tricks that are up her sleeve. And still, this is still like a very scary situation, because obviously this is like 1 or 2 interactions for Falcon, but it's also like 1 or 2 interactions for Pac-Man. Make that 1 interaction. This is honestly like next hit can kill.
Ooh. Is this going to be a 0 to death?
She tried to do an up tilt thing. Ooh, nice up air.
Oh yeah, of course.
Back to pop them off stage.
It looks like the music is now on the main stage television, which it appeared to have been muted before.
Cover the jump with the down air. Let's see if she gets the ledge trap. Fancy setup with the apple.
Oh.
That
apple is a rough one, honestly.
And see, this is the sense where you're going to start to see more of the bell, more of the apple, especially more of the...
A lot more safe options, usually.
Oh. Whereas more specifically, the apple starts to kill around these percents, and it's obviously like a very quick option in general, especially if you catch them on a bad DI. She tried to cover the jump there.
Yeah.
I love that setup.
I mean, if you see it coming, though, you're not always going to jump, I guess.
Toby jumping a lot from the ledge. I wonder if Ali's going to pick up on that. Got the down throw, couldn't quite get the nair hit that he needed. Ooh. Back throw barely living 210%.
Some rough ledge coverage there to prevent Toby getting backstage. I mean, at 231, what wouldn't kill you?
Yeah, that was just unfortunate, but that is 2-0 going to Ali. Let's go. The Pac-Man extraordinaire. Right. Well, that's still playing. Therefore, I was smart to save this. but I am going to get myself and Serenity on stream.
Wonderful.
So I will, as Charlie said, he was heading off. I will leave in the very capable hands of Aaron.
And I get to play against...
Cough, cough, wink, wink. If anyone wants to jump on stream, now is your time.
So, what's fun is I get to play against whoever loses of this game. So, yeah, so I get to, not only do I get to watch this in depth, but I also get to be fearful of who I play against now.
Oh.
So it's always exciting when we get to see these two as well. Oh, dear. Huh? Maybe, you never know. Yeah, a lot of these options have changed. I could have sworn that some of these said player and other stuff before. Or is it the in-game?
I don't know.
Yeah, but where is the control? Oh, studio mode.
Studio mode, and then you click the one you want to go to. In this case, it's in-game, and then.
Oh, there we go. Everything's down the sides now. Cool. Right.
Yeah, I just clicked on that. Yeah, okay.
Right. Player 1. Wait, is that player 1 or is that player 1?
It doesn't really matter. It's whoever's controlling it. I'm controlling it.
Okay. Okay, and it looks like things are off to a fairly good start for Serenity, who's managed to get a couple of... oh, no. You know what? This is awfully back and forth. I need chemistry. But yeah, this could genuinely go either or which way. And oh no, it looks like Serenity's off to a good start there. I do have to somewhat cheer here for my fellow Aarons. The thing is if at any point Serenity manages to, get any of these weird banana combos off, that's when the fear begins. That's when the combos start. And Mewtwo being quite floaty and light can be fairly easy to whack away. If we've seen Loaf play before, then we know that this can still go either which way. Ooh, and there it is. Okay, that's a stock each now. Honestly, regardless of who wins here, I feel like I'm in for a rough time in my losers round. Going against either Serenity or Loaf in losers is certainly going to be fun. Ooh, that was quite a long jab combo there. The rapid jabs really did quite a decent amount there. See, the thing is if Serenity's allowed to hang back and do that banana throw thing, they're going to immediately get a whole lot more stage control, a whole lot more... Ooh! There it is. Managing to convert off of one of Serenity's very own bananas. There's, you know, the hubris of dying to one's own banana. You mustn't disrespect other people trying to appropriate your own banana against you. And we're welcoming Joycey onto comms.
Hello, friends. Hope everyone's having a nice time. Is your boy?
Yeah, it's this could genuinely go either or which way. I've noticed that Loaf is fairly good at using Aaron's bananas against them.
Yeah,
But also, if I also know, like if Serenity gets any of those bananas to hit, that is a lot of damage and a lot of knockback being done because Mewtwo is really light.
yeah, and that's the scary thing. And like, particularly from being behind as well, Loaf might feel that he has to go for some kind of big play, like that sort of conversion into up smash. And at that point, Serenity, particularly with Diddy, who's such a safe character, can just hold back and just wait for that perfect opportunity.
Certainly. I do feel that, you know, there are a lot of safe things that Mewtwo can do if played carefully. And sometimes he needs to take those options to make sure that the right thing gets done there.
Absolutely,
need to just fix the score there. And
lovely. We got game 2 going straight back to Stadium, which, I mean, it makes sense. Both these characters like having that bit of space to run around each other. Mewtwo being very fast on the ground, Diddy, of course, being a generally fast character.
I genuinely don't know an awful lot of characters who enjoy having the center platform.
Yeah, no, for sure. But we can see Serenity already off, and we said this at the end of the last game, but this is where things can get really scary, is when you've got like a 90% lead, and now, oh my goodness. However, Loaf, I'm loving the fact, you know, I've seen Loaf on different graphics with different characters, but like the fact that Loaf's found that love for Mewtwo again.
I believe Loaf has. That is, I know that there's been a bit of back and forth between the Pyramithra. But ultimately, in the end of the day, we are going to see a lot more Mewtwo.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest flaws Mewtwo was just showing off there. I think the tail got caught by the up smash, and the thing is, Mewtwo, as you said, so light.
Yeah, Mewtwo is like a swordie whose sword is part of its body, and that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, it's so difficult. There isn't that ridiculous disjoint as there was in the previous game, and it means that Mewtwo can get hit in situations where pretty much any other character wouldn't, which is real hard. But we can see again Serenity just keeping this safe approach here. Got the banana in hand. The down tilt up smash with that rage as well is going to kill, and Loaf on the back foot here.
The angry monkey.
Yeah, we can see just tripping on the banana, but Loaf not getting any kind of punish again.
Yeah.
This is happening twice now.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you can see Loaf recoiling.
Well, you can see that the side B has been done a couple of times, and I've noticed that Serenity's picked up on this. Like whenever the side B happens, normally the banana gets deflected and something. But where that has happened a couple of times, I felt like Serenity is already adapted to that. And so some other plays might be needed.
Yeah, and using the Phantom Footstool on Mewtwo just to get back to stage, and the ledge trap begins. And just trying to catch an aggressive approach with a forward smash, giving Loaf an opportunity here.
Ooh. A lot of Mewtwo's landing aerials have to be timed frustratingly well, else you'll just end up landing, not having done any moves.
Yeah, but you can see Loaf, very momentum-based player. Once he begins to get his groove on, it's very difficult to stop him, and he's playing extra safe right now just to make sure that Serenity can't get anything going.
Ooh, that was a lot of... Loaf is still with us.
Yeah, and you can see it just these kind of desperate attempts to get any kind of kill right now, and the dash attack. Oh, and using the stall there, but just going for it again.
That
it
is
does
rough.
not matter. That is 2-0 to
and that is
Serenity.
all over already. My goodness me.
Very quick set. It be like that sometimes.
It do be like that
It
sometimes.
do be like that sometimes.
Now, I don't know who is...
So that's Loaf dropping into the losers. A little bit in there, like, but again, seeds 4 and 5, you know.
Yeah, to be honest, I lost it last week and I beat and lose, so it's very back and forth.
Yeah. Exactly.
How do I do the...
I maybe click the question marks? Yeah, there you go. Nice to see you back on the Mewtwo.
Yeah,
It's nice to
Mewtwo's fun, he's not very good, but he's fun, so fuck it. I also came second with him last week. Like,
There you go.
I played one set of Egypt last week, and outside that I played Mewtwo and I came second, so
There you go.
must be doing something good for me.
Exactly. Cool, and I'm presuming we'll have Trundling play the rest of the game. They're already playing. So
or is that, or is it Metros Tipo that's happening next? What's... Oh, they're playing in the
can we get...
that'd be
The only other set that can play on stream right now is me and Aaron.
Oh!
But I want to wait until this finishes because this is game 2.
So if it does finish.
Because the plan was to get that on stream.
Excellent.
It's been nice speaking to everyone, but I do have games.
Nice, go. In the meantime, I will solo commentary for a bit. Hope everyone watching is having a lovely evening.
I mean, you're a guest today, and we're already putting you on solo.
Hey, well, you know, I've commented once or twice in my day, so I should be alright.
We'll do me and Aaron on stream and then
Yeah?
get New Chaos on campus.
Cool. So we are gonna have Loaf back onto the stream against Aaron, aka Dr. Ropognik, going on right now. We're gonna have the Mewtwo versus the Kazuya. Now, of course, gonna be a bit of a weird matchup. Mewtwo, very much more agile than Kazuya, particularly on the ground, gonna be able to weave in and out of his ranges. Alternatively, of course, you've got Kazuya, particularly on a massive body like Mewtwo, is gonna be able to get those combos, and Mewtwo gonna be dying early. So get your bets in. We don't have any bets running, but if you want to bet with a friend that's watching the stream, go right ahead. We're having a great time. Saddest timeline, yeah, it's not fun. It's not great. Yeah, it's nice to be back in Bournemouth. See, they're lovely. Yeah, I was gonna say the Bournemouth team in general seems lovely. They always have been, to be fair. But we're just doing a bit of stage banning right now. Not overly sure how to do the stream, but you know what? I saw Aaron do it. I'm pretty sure I can get it going. Hooray! I need to switch around some names. So here we go. Dr. Ropognik, which is both the best and most cursed tag I've ever seen. Oh, I don't know. I've heard worse, actually. And we have got it going right now. We got swing happening. We got the Mewtwo. We got the Kazuya. The fist bumps are out. It looks it. Excellent news. I'm a fast learner. Anywho, Smash Force. We've got a very, very small stage. Also, if anyone wants to jump on, would you like to? Yeah, we've got my boy Serenity joining me on comms. Hello, friends.
What's good? We just had Loaf versus Aaron. Now we got Loaf versus Aaron point 2.
Yeah.
Let's run this
Gonna
shit.
get double eliminated by Aaron. You'll never know which ones. But yeah, I was just saying to the lovely people that this matchup seems like once Kazuya gets in, particularly on like a light and big body.
Yeah, he will destroy Mewtwo. Speaking of getting destroyed though.
Yeah, and even
Ow.
the worst part about getting hit by Disable is that you've got the 2 or 3 seconds to ponder your life.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it. That's rude. Don't
No
do it to
way.
him.
Not
Why would
like
you do
this.
that?
Disgusting edge guard from Loaf. Disgusting.
I know.
I do like to see Kazuya getting fucked up, but not this. Not like
I was
this.
gonna say that's just kind of rude. Like you come on, you've had a close set in winners, and now you come into losers, and you just hurt me.
Actually, balling on him right now. But
Yeah. Ooh.
okay.
Cute backhand.
Almost gets away through that.
We're going to see what kind of ledge trap we got going here, and he just comes on stage, and he might be able
Excuse again. It's okay. He looks. He's a heavy man.
That's very true, and from across the stage as well, but this is the thing, you don't want to get 3 stocks. You don't get 3 stock game 1.
This is looking rough. You want to get a stop up at least.
So I think it gets difficult.
We got a rage drive online.
Yeah, oh, and we got the
back
down
the
throw,
eye.
and yeah, you got to DI that.
Okay. Aaron kind of got source that game. We can bounce back. We can bounce back.
It happens to the best. It happens to the best.
I mean, he could just land like 3 consecutive 0 to deaths in a second.
Exactly. And at least it was quick. It's not like you got timed out by certain players, or at least wasted time. Anyway. So yeah, game 1 going pretty decisively to Loaf of Bread.
Yeah.
He's on the left-hand side. Bless him. Oh no, that's your name. I don't want your name. I want your score. I can read. Some people allege. Do you want to?
And I can't do it. I'll do it.
Excellent news. So we are going straight back into it. No character changes here. Dr. Rapognig very much committed to the Kazuya. Loaf back on the Mewtwo after a seemingly endless character crisis. Happens to the best of us. And we are going to see a small battle for a big. Excellent. Oh, and we're seeing it. We've got 50% conversion. Excellent news. Better than last. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Big damage.
Oh, you're nearly dead. Oh my god. Yeah. He's pissed. He's angry. Oh my god. He's that was 20 seconds. That was 20 seconds.
Disgusting behavior, but we love to see it.
Yeah, and this is the thing with Kazuya, when he gets his little opportunities. And that's the thing, I feel like if you haven't been in the lab as Kazuya, are you really playing Kazuya? You need to lab this character, which means your 0 to deaths are going to be on point.
Absolutely. I mean, I know Aaron has been labbing a bit already. That is an
double
L.
clubs.
We had a lot of upsuck missed me in the last set as well. Honestly, like, stop using that move, it's not working out. Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe against a tall character like Kazuya, but even so. Okay, and this is where things are going to get scary. Dr. Rapognig just air dodging back onto the stage, air dodging back in, using the Shadow Hall to cover, but then yeah, it's so hard in that situation because instinctively you don't want to DI out.
Everyone told me that.
Yeah.
But you do just want to hold out always against me too.
That was a very optimistic.
Oh, this might be dead.
I haven't played Tipo. I would love to. Okay. I'm going to hop off comms to go and play Tipo. Everybody enjoy your evening. I might be back on the mic later. I might not. Who knows? Who knows?
Good luck.
Timo! Your set's up, don't make me DQ you!
My man Craig. Have you played New Carefully? Are you going through?
Apparently we're going to be on stream.
That will be epic.
I hope so. Playing No Chaotic is always great fun.
Yeah, I hope to see you in the face with the boys.
What game is this?
Game 2.
Game
got
2.
Stock game 1, now he's in the lead.
Oh, well, he's up a stock at least.
Yeah.
Oh, the disable.
Equalizer. He's been hit by so many disabled.
You got to watch out for the disable. It's a big thing for Mewtwo. They love doing it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, what's the load trap? Staying on platform. TV playing choice.
Man,
Down tilt, forward air.
okay.
Ooh, just grabs him.
the lead after getting kind of clapped on the first stock. Oh, no jump. Okay, good back.
Laser, not going to reach down there.
Honestly, I should not be this aggressive into Kazuya. I would be sitting there.
This is really
sitting
patient.
back with my banana.
This is the most patient I've seen Aaron play in a little while.
Is that it? No, quite
Because of stage, this could be it, the reversal. He's got the rage.
Oh, does it get
This is the
beat
disable.
again?
He's going for the side beat.
It's out this time.
Come on, Aaron, you can do it. Just one side beat could end it.
Okay, he's
Light as anything. Just up beat.
just
And they even
bro.
got almost killed as well.
Oh,
There it is.
that's Game 3.
That'll do it. Game 3, let's go.
That's crazy after getting 3 stock game 1. What a comeback. My man doesn't care. That's crazy.
It's because Small Battlefield is trash.
Full Battlefield
It's ass. I
great.
hate that stage so much.
Where the fuck do I end
Where's
the
Unova?
floor? They're not here.
No, that's a scene. You need, there should be like, is there a second tab? Scene information over there? Nope. There must be a second tab somewhere.
My man, what the hell is that?
Oh, scroll up. No, scroll up on there. No?
Curious.
Liam, we can't find player 1 and player 2 on the stream.
You know what?
Oh, get off of okay, fine. Get off of scene transitions. I don't know how. We need to come off of.
gonna be.
Studio mode.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Sword. Double click. Oh, that one.
There we go.
Yo.
We don't have to worry about transitions.
Getting shit done. And episode.
Potato!
But you two, man. They need that fail. I'll say it. I'll be the one.
As an ex-Mewtwo main, I can say he does not need the fail. Because then what would Mewtwo mains complain about? His weight?
Yeah, probably.
We don't want that.
On to the next thing at that point. Greedy people, and they'll never get enough. Alright, let's actually holding it down. Shadow music mode, just keeping them out. I mean, this is.
I'm interested to see how Love uses this. I'm interested to see how Love uses his Shadow Ball because
He is baiting Aaron into doing counter pretty instant still, I think. But he does keep Shadow Ball into side.
wait, the amount there.
No,
Watching VOD reviews, you can see how many kills Liam gets without Smash alone. It's like
honestly,
probably 40% of his starts are
we
without
used to watch
Smash.
my set with both back, so I fell out of like 5 up now.
I thought he died then.
Crazy.
Too far, but he's fine.
Oh, the roll into the 10-hit combo? No way.
He's not that crazy. Punish for them.
No one's ever done that. Okay.
Full Shadow Ball into grab or something
On the head.
There it is.
Side B, that should be a kill.
Just go right through it.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't get one side. Can kill there.
150% in when you kill there on B2.
I feel like sometimes I'm supposed to
There we go.
kill sometimes, but it's getting out there.
Well, I heard they're really hard.
I
have not tried to do these
To be
inputs.
fair, yeah, haven't tried it myself, so it probably is difficult.
Imagine if we all had to do.
Hashtag.
Imagine if we all had to do inputs.
Almost gets cute like scissors.
I don't know if you can do that on small battlefield. Platform might be too hard.
Come on,
Oh, neutral B. Oh, I suppose because you short hop the disabled, isn't he?
Yeah,
Before, but that's why it's
and you can also do like double jump cancel with it. I think like that. You just double jump.
Right.
And then,
Liam running into the corner, charging Shadow
and
Ball.
goes for the early edge on keys and tries to land it. Trying to get in there, just most doing a great job of keeping him at bay. It's in the perfect range where you can't hit him, but if he tries to, most can just whip on him. I feel like I sort of noticed.
Oh my god, just went right through
I
the
hate this character.
43! 61%!
Let's go! Deserved damage. We've hit Mewtwo 3 times.
Deserved.
I love this game.
Liam is just going to throw after an amount of time. Liam will just throw it. It's fine. He will not wait. He will just throw it. He will get impatient with the Shadow Ball. Just throw it. Because he can charge another one. Why not?
Let's just go to play it. So he's got the lead. The win will come eventually. Just throw his face in.
Dash
Goes
attack
for a
could be
grab,
costly.
though.
Oh.
Aaron goes for a total lead. Obviously, if Alex is in the start, doesn't quite get it though. Up still. Wait. Ooh, Unsplash misses again. These aren't. I just feel bad. These Unsplash are all missing.
Well, to be fair, I don't strike through it, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, yeah, fair.
There's a disable.
No disable. Yeah.
Good spacing from Aaron. Good spacing from Aaron there.
Big grab. Up throw. Gets the damage in. Off stage.
Don't go off stage. No, stay on stage. Keep your lead.
Reversal. Oh, I can't let him have it. Yeah, hold on. Stop down. RB's gonna kill her, I think. So,
Full charge Shadow Ball. Jump, throw it off the ledge.
got the range drive. Down throw, bad DI. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, all of those bad.
I think you have to DI out and air dodge at the same time to get out of that combo.
That's gonna do it.
GG's.
GG's. Close set.
That was really good.
Yeah. Good stuff to load play, winning that, getting into top 8.
Upon it, taking a game off
Kinda
load.
crazy.
Making weight.
We got you going on next?
I think we're on next. No chaotic, are we on next?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you are. Alright, bet. Well, I'm a hop off as
Then
well.
we can start
so
top 8.
Fuck it, I'm gonna hop on comms. I'm pretty sure I want to wait for my opponent and loses. Anyways, I'm not going to be playing on stream. Hello, I am molding I'm molding at my fucking up smashes. You're just bad. He's like hard to combo, yeah.
I couldn't do a lot of Kazuya things because I kept getting comboed into my Shadow Ball.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got. Stop using bad moves. It's my only out of shield. Stop telling me to use my only bad moves.
Every time I went to deflect it by read, I wind God fisted instead of deflecting.
Yeah. I'm literally just sobbing at this point. I need better out of shields. Footstool disable, it only works on moves that are like frame 5. Oh, -5 on shield, I think. It's -4 or -5. Either way, it's like, it requires a lot of inputs which my hands can't do. So, yeah. Oh, do I get the winner of this? Oh, I need to double see this. Stop telling me to use G-Force. Nah, because the hitbox is really big. Yes. It isn't that big. Just to let you know. It isn't as big as you think it is. That's what she said.
I can you out really well with Boomerang.
I get winner of this, Pog.
You need to get me off stage.
Craig, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. No! Give me a C, give me an R, give me an A, give me an I, give me a G. What did that spell? Craig! Oh, fuck, we're on the wrong screen. I'm having too much fun. Right. Hold on. Craig, be player 1. There we go. The chat's following in as well. So we got Craig versus New Chaotic. Craig at this point has become a regular stable of top 8 at these events, whereas New Chaotic fighting to break his 9th place curse. Let's see if he's able to do it this time. Because this should, as always, be an exciting match.
No, but again, you're at 50, and if I hit you right next to the stage, you'll still be captured.
So I believe it was New Chaotic building a Mii Brawler before this started. If he doesn't pick the Mii Brawler here, he's a fraud. But let's see where it ends up. Obviously the Falcon from Craig. We're seeing a controller reset. Ooh, are you gonna join? Yes, you can report a score to me.
2-0 to me.
Over Tipo, what characters?
Young Link, Sephiroth.
Both games? Yes. Thank you. Young Link, Sephiroth, and 2-0 to you. Yeah, let's go. Did he not log Brawler? Why did you build a Brawler and then not log Brawler? Okay. I was gonna fucking say.
I swear there's literally a rule against that.
No, I had legitimately thought.
If you remember the Whippy Unvote incident,
Oh wait.
that's actually really serious.
What happened?
He did and then like down B skill. Down B in midair and kill off the side. He was at 30. 30 after the hit.
So that's game 1 going to Craig now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is game 2. This is winners round 2.
It was a whole ruse. It was to try out that one confirm. And now.
Here we go. Now the proper. And again, he didn't pick the Brawler. I don't know why he made the fucking Brawler, but we'll go with it. Starting on Town and City. We'll see the fully charged side B from New Chaotic there. Doesn't quite hit its mark. Craig still showing at a nice 0%. Gonna get a nice gentleman jab going for the edge guard. Bit of an interesting double jump down there. Doesn't quite hit its mark, but doesn't get punished for too much. Just takes a measly 11 after Nukeotic gets back onto stage. Nice jab, tech chase. Nothing after that, unfortunately. And we're back to the spacing game. So this is one thing I'm noticing from Nukeotic here, and it's that he likes to corner himself a lot, which isn't necessarily the best thing you should be doing. Like, I understand that obviously as a sword character you want your space, but I don't necessarily think that pushing yourself into the corner to make that space is your best bet. Now forced into a weird recovery scenario. Does make it back on the stage without using any mana. Gets a forward air, gonna get the follow-up. A dash tag, bit of a wild haymaker there, doesn't quite hit its mark. That's a lot of mana usage right there. And also gets caught by the jab on the ledge again. Forward air. The wild down B, but obviously very, very hard to punish in that situation. Nice heal. Coverage on the jump as well. In a weird way, I think it is weird how Hero works in that kind of way, because he's really good. Ooh, nice up throw there. But he's really good at baiting those jumps from the ledge with the menu, and then you just cover it with jump out of menu fair, which is interesting. But tried to cover the shield on the platform, which obviously a lot of players like to do. Nukeotic not doing that, instead being caught dashing in and being hit by the sweet spot down B. The old classic Falcon kick, and back to the patient spacing game. No player wants to overcommit, and there's the overcommitment. Not being punished, I mean, sort of wasn't, sort of was. Weird interaction there. You see down throw back air, try to get another back air, but jumps wisely over it. Side B. Again, another side beat from the other character this time. No tech! And that's going to be a big down smash for Craig, especially with that much charge. Caught on the shield, and also covered the spot dodge as well. That was an interesting op from Falcon. Caught under the stage, but does make it back on. Nice back air. Nice forward throw. Going off stage, caught the nair. Down throw. Try to get the nair, but nice DI down from Nukeotic. Jab, jab. A nice back air. Nice jab lock. Oh, I thought he was going to try and get something off the jab lock. Instead, just takes the gentleman and gets him off stage. Oh, that could have been it. That could have been it. He's now sort of fishing for these landing neutralizers, because if he lands one of them, it's a knee and it's death. Now rocking with I believe this is the Oomph. I think there's the Psych Up, so I was right. It is the Oomph. Now Oomph and Psych Up. This is a scary situation for Craig to be in. Could be smart and just let this rock out while waits for Nukeotic to press a button. And there is on shield the Psych Up. Unfortunately, not going to use. The neutral B caught Craig dashing in. Now one stock apiece, and the heal going to make it 0 to 80%. He's got one hell of a comeback to have to make here, but it's definitely not out of the possibilities, because obviously Hero is a very luck of the trade character in the first place. Punishes the up B with the down throw into fair. Nice spacing on the down tilt. That prevented Craig from getting that grab, but the raw knee. And that is Craig going taking game one.
I just died twice to me charging side B off stage instead of Ultra Slash. So there's no point continuing the game.
Did you say died 3 times? I was going to say.
I might have.
Right. So obviously we saw.
Hello. Let me know when you're back on stream.
Yeah, we'll do. For the record, we are on stream right now.
What I mean is you're next to play.
Oh yeah, we'll do. This time opting for the Crom. I've played this matchup a fair few times against Craig before, and so I think he's somewhat comfortable in it, but... Oh, I forgot to change the scores, didn't I? I forgot to change the scores. That is Craig taking a game. There we go. Getting a nice combo at the start here. But again, this is what I mean with when Nukeotic plays. Especially when he ends up playing sword characters, he ends up backing himself into a corner to end up trying to make those spacing situations. But you're giving space to Falcon, which necessarily isn't the best idea. a very high up B, getting punished by that gentleman right there. That was nearly a very scary situation, and it ended up being a very scary situation. The tech, and then not pressing a button after it, and you can't drift unless you press a button afterwards. But it ends up getting caught by the sweet spot down B, making this even piece, even though there was an unfortunate stock stealage there. Nice up air. Let's see if full confirm. Couldn't quite get the anti-air there. Down throw, catch the tech chase and the dash tag. Down throw, up air, up air, up air. Caught the landing and the down air as well. I'm noticing that Craig isn't actually trying to punish the up Bs from Crom here, which obviously they do take a bit of practice to do, and if you do end up messing it up, then it's very scary doing. Caught the roll in. Up air. Nice down air. The weak knee. Trying to get the roll in read. Couldn't quite find it as Nucleotic wisely rolls away. Nice forward tilt, sending Craig off stage. Can we see the ledge trap? Kind of gives him the stage for free there. Not necessarily the best choice there, but nice back air. Now this is very close. Obviously that first stock wasn't looking as good until he ended up stealing that stock. In this second one, obviously looking a lot better. All it takes is one back air, one forward smash, one nend. There's the forward smash that I was just talking about. This is a last stock early percent situation. Try to get the down throw instead, spot dodging through it. Down tilt. Caught with the landing there. Up tilt. Nice read on the air dodge. And the miss tech. Up air. And there's the down air into the knee. That is 2-0 for Craig. A very close set overall. Obviously, that first game, both games ended up going to last stock, last stock, which obviously is very good. But Nuclear took unable to take a game, which is very unfortunate. I can also report that as well. Just let me do that. That was 2-0 to Craig. Falcon, Hero, and the Crom. And that is a very clean 2-0. Hello. So let's have a look at our top 8. In winner's side, you have Trundle and Serenity versus Chaz, Babs, and Allison. And then on loser's side, you have Craig versus myself, Loaf, and Joycey versus Tobbs. Now, personally, I'm very interested to see Joycey and Tobbs on stream. Craig, permission to put Tobbs and Joycey on stream? Unless you want to put winner's side on first?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We'll put that on now then. So we will be getting Joycey and Tobbs. Say again?
Have two returnees on the stream?
Ah, yeah, of course. Two of the new players as well from the more out of region areas.
Oh, yo, you and me. Can't believe one of these players is going out right now.
Yeah.
One of these players is eliminated at 7th. That's ridiculous.
Obviously, Tobbs having a very, very good record in Bournemouth before making the switch over to Falcon, which I believe.
So here's the question.
Tobbs play one. We'll do that.
So here's the question. Does he stay? Does he stick to his convictions, or does he revert back?
I think he's going to stick to Falcon. I think there's no reason for him not to.
I know, but the idea of going out at 7th probably doesn't sound like a particularly nice idea.
It isn't the best, but I also think he's willing enough to stick to his guns on this one.
Thank you.
There we go, getting started right here.
All of us are top 8 now for once. This is a small achievement.
So,
we could potentially.
Are you going to join me on commentary for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
There's Falcons on screen, of course I am.
So then I'm going to ask you the question here, obviously as a Falcon connoisseur yourself. What do you think about this matchup that you're looking in front of you?
Difficult to say. Like, in theory, Youngling would probably win it because not only does he have the projectiles to keep Falcon out, but also can box Falcon extremely well with better frame data, has a sword So in theory, however, Young Link can be surprisingly easy to juggle. He's also susceptible to edge guards from like down B a lot, like you can 2-frame him really easily, so there's edge guards, and also light. So straight hits do a lot better.
So you say probably like a slight favour Young Link here?
Slight favour Young Link. It's really player skill, to be brutally honest. I know that's like an even matchup, but theory.
I get what you mean, and at the moment it is kind of showing to be true as Tob, despite being off stage, still has the very slight lead.
This could be it.
Nice
there
nair.
it is.
There we go. Nice nair. Cleaning, a very clean stock and a very clean start for Tobbs right there.
It's a very simple game. Young Link keeps Falcon out. When Falcon gets in, he stays in.
Although to be fair, it is one of those characters. It's one of the weird situations where even if it's a situation where Falcon can get in, Young Link can contest and recreate that distance that he needs to make. Using the bomb to cover the jump there, but Tobbs not biting on that one.
This is where we should see Toby shine. His ledge trapping is really good. Bit of a commitment, maybe a slight misinput there. Probably meant to do nair rather than knee, but we'll see what it is.
I say this is like a. It seemed like a weirdly traditional matchup of like projectile character versus a rushdown, but like at the same time, it's also like it's weirdly nuanced. If that makes sense. The bomb.
I expected a down tilt there.
Doesn't have enough distance to quite make it. I think if he ended up going for a Zare, he may have made it, but hindsight is 2020. Nice reset on the platform and the side B, getting the up air in there as well, I believe it was.
The jab lock, always dangerous, always scary.
Unsafe
Falcon
arrow.
has these in these combos, it gets really scary. Important thing is not to panic, that's what Falcon relies on. He wants you to panic, he wants you to feel frustrated, out of control.
I think the main thing is that he wants you to press that jump button when you're in a combo.
It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's jump or air dodge, you have to mix it up.
But they're commenting on the nice read by Joycey to get that charged F smash for the kill right there. And we're going to see a little bit of a combo. Oh, I think that was a slight misinput there.
Certainly trading the projectiles for more of an up-close boxing game. It's working out so far.
I'm going to be honest, I really thought Joycey was going to like challenge that double jump.
I was
back
like,
with a
oh,
nair.
maybe there's going to be a down air from Young Link at that point. Why not?
Well, Dare doesn't spike. I was more expecting a nair.
Does it
Just
not
because
spike?
it's a really obnoxious... It doesn't.
Oh,
It's
that sucks. Why is it not spike?
It's the only Link that doesn't have a spike.
Sakura, if you're watching, change that right now.
I mean, if you think that's nuts, in Smash 4, Link's down tilt would spike. What? Why? I don't know.
Is it the same down tilt as Ultimate? Or is
Same
it
down tilt as Ultimate. It was like a little sweep, but like, if the opponent was considered ground-born, which... Oh, sorry, not airborne, actually.
That's really unlucky, but you should live that. Getting Falcon off the ledge, fine. Choose to go for the jump, good idea.
Oh, the net, and a very light character. That is stop game one going to Tobbs right there.
Surprising that was so close because obviously Toby had like a huge lead on first stock one. So we had a huge lead and Joycey managed to bring that all the way back to pretty much last hit situation on PS2. So hopefully game two, if he doesn't lose his stock as early, it might go a bit better.
Hopefully we can see a close game between these two competitors.
So I imagine Toby's going to ban FD, Smashville, maybe not Smashville, FD's definitely a ban. Color Bastion might be a ban.
What are you saying with the ban, sorry?
I'm thinking, so Toby's banning here, he's not going to, he's going to ban FD.
Yep.
He might ban Town. He might ban Town.
I could definitely see Town.
Town, you want those are the kind of two projectile heavy stages. He's not going to ban Kalos. They're going to run it back. Small battlefield, maybe.
The only other ban that I could have seen was the Kalos, because then it would leave the three projectile the 4 out of 3 out of the 4 projectile heavy stages.
I don't think Falcon will ever ban Kalos.
Well, that might just be a U Falcon thing rather than an actual Falcon thing, but.
I'll never ban Kalos.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'll do it like this. There we go. Sorry, I'll let you commentate for a sec while I'm sorting this.
Alright, off we go. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. Slow neutral to start off, and then as the game goes on, it'll get more and more intense. Conversion, covers the landing.
The Hail Mary down
The side tilt to the down air. Normally that's a true combo. I don't quite know how. Yeah, normally that's a true combo. I don't quite know how he managed to get that
Maybe
off.
it's because of the tumble.
Maybe.
I mean, either way.
I think Toby is very shocked at that being hit, but never mind. Maybe we'll get another opportunity out.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, I would have thought it's just because of the weight of Young Link, plus like the tumble thing.
He goes for it. He wants it.
Reversal!
Good
Oh,
SDI out.
it was a DI out, plus Joycey holding in to try and get back to the stage. I believe if he had left the stick neutral or drifted slightly towards him, he could have still made that back, but because of that, Tobbs still ends up back on stage. Still an even game though, despite the start that Tobbs had. Bit of a risky dash attack goes unpunished. And the up smash as well.
Joyce is certainly favouring centre stage here. He wants to be there. When he loses it, he's instantly trying to get it back.
You know one thing very good recovery on the edge guard. Very good recovery on the edge guard. On the recovery. Yeah. I give up. Yeah.
I love the return to stage to continue the combos. Those combos after that, very, very good.
You know one thing that I'm noticing I'm not seeing at all? It's the Zair. The Zair is like a really good tool in terms...
We know that younglings don't like grabbing.
No, I'm not on about the grab. I'm on about the Zair, as in like in the air when you press the Zair and it pulls up the hook shot.
Yes.
That's a combo tool.
I'm not sure. Well, I've not really seen the younglings use it, to be honest. But
It's a good tool because it's longer than all of their normal aerials. Obviously, that. Yeah, very good ledge trap there. But yeah, it's longer than their normal aerials because obviously it's that extra range. Combos into like up smash at kill percents, which then obviously kills. Oh, trade on the knee there and the down air.
He wants it so badly, and he gets it. Whenever younglings off stage, hugely susceptible to being edge guarded by Falcon. It's paying off him.
Tilt.
Good grab, love the grabs coming out. Cutting off all exits out in the corner, forcing Toby to just kind of stay there. I don't think he really knows how to get out in this particular situation. He's going to rack up a lot of damage.
Oh, where was the nair?
He's looking for the stock here. He gets the jump block. Slightly suboptimal combo, but we'll take 49%.
Yeah, Joycey really needs to start...
You can't jump out of that.
So he really needs to start teching those things onto the platform because he keeps getting that reset down air. Obviously, I know it's safer, so you can't really punish it afterwards, but like it's better than taking a jump.
You've got a lot of side Bs quite long. You have time to do it.
Hey, there's the there. Oh, there is the there.
Comes down with a knee. Very good job.
You're just dropping through the platform. Best of 5. Best of 5. Joycey thinking it was best of 3 there.
Reverse 3-0? Question mark?
It is possible. It is possible.
Toby, I thought side tilt down air was a true combo. What happened? You must have just messed up the input.
Oh, is that an inside joke?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it was actually a combo.
No, it's not a combo. I wish it was.
Would be a very funny combo if it was.
That would be a funny combo. There are some disgusting things about Falcon.
What happened? What happened to the logo? Where's the logo? Wait,
It's not there.
no, it's not. Where's the
Oh,
logo
it's
here?
not there.
Wait, what? What?
Priority.
Where's the one here? What? Stop at high pitch. Where's it gone? Oh no, that one's there. Hold on. I'll let you commentate for a second. I want to work out where.
We'll be right back after these messages.
It says it's there.
It's just the priority. You need to move it, don't you?
Oh, why the fuck has it been moved to the bottom?
I don't know.
What the fuck? There we go.
That's the Toby take 88%.
I'm gonna be honest. We looked away for like a second.
Hey, Joycey tanked it this time.
Hey.
Took a lot of shield damage for it, but he made it out alive. Now Joycey has to keep this lead.
Well, it's interesting because despite the fact that he does have the lead, he's being the aggressor a lot here.
Generally, it's not like you can do. It's a nice mix-up with Falcon, but generally you want to force both Falcon to approach you.
Nice parry.
All because he was playing more aggressive. It's really good parry, good interaction, but did you need to be that aggressive? No.
Yeah, he did.
Make Falcon come to you. Unfortunately, now he's in a predicament where he doesn't have to approach, and when Falcon doesn't have to approach, my god, does the character get scary.
Oh.
Parry, very nice.
I feel like that was like a weird unintentional parry, but it definitely worked out the tops there.
Man knows how to parry. Goes off the down air. So I respect that. He's got the percent lead. He can finish the stock right there. Beautiful. Love that. The amount of people that would just go for the second. State of mind.
Well, I think it was more so specifically the...
There it is. There it is. Side tilt down air. True combo.
It was a very specific scenario where the boomerang was on the other side of Falcon, was coming towards him. So Joycey expected Toby to drop shield, then get hit by the boomerang, and then combo into the F-smash, but then recognized that Toby didn't get hit by it, and that's why he only did one hit. But that doesn't really matter because Toby hit down air. So.
He does. Joycey being a bit more patient now. Unfortunately, it could be too little too late.
Woo! Went for it all right there. And that's the nairs I'm more expecting to see, but not really going for those. More so opting for the...
Well, that's trap. It's a safer option.
Yeah. I just know that Falcon's recovery has like a weird grab box thing. But yeah, you can see like more opting for that ledge trap rather than edge guard.
Down tilt is safe on shield. It's one of the safest moves on shield.
One of the safest grounded moves, right?
Yeah.
No!
Goes with it down. That's fair. I respect that.
The sauce as well. Had to get the sauce in.
The BM. That's what it is. BM.
Yeah, unfortunately, ended up pressing down there. I think he meant to just cancel it, but instead ends up fast falling it and then just the up B. Just gone.
Unlucky. Who are we getting on next?
Probably a winner's game because I've been on twice.
Shame you and I are off stream. That's a big shame.
It's a big shame, but. So we have Young, Link, and we have.
We played Yoshi.
Used to. What's wrong? He used to play Yoshi, especially in Smash 4. Started this game playing Yoshi, just didn't enjoy him, and then we switched Young Link. Also had a banjo.
That's good because Yoshi's cringe.
Yoshi's cringe. He said that earlier as well.
Banjo's not so cringe.
He didn't like. He stopped playing the character because he thought that Yoshi was cringe. So obviously he agrees with you.
Right, here we go. Channel versus Serenity or Chazlab?
Either or. We'll probably need to go play our game, so we need someone to be able to commentate in the meantime.
Okay, Trundle Serenity on the stream, please.
There you go. Decision has been made.
The disrespect at the end, love it. And you got the side tilt down there this time. Okay, you might play with me. No. This is a confrontation.
In the meantime, should we go play a set?
I that we do.
Because I don't want to be holding up losers.
Charlie, do you want to come? Charlie and Charlie. Let's get Charlie and Charlie on goal.
Charlie comes.
Charlie comes.
Hey, Charlie comes.
Right, we're going to go take a link. Find a setup.
I can.
What about this telly? Should we use the telly?
That's what you go for. You want to hear that? The sounds when you play against. What's that?
Oh, the pan.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you go for because it just sounds good. Right. Oh, I was going to say food's on the way, but you can't go get it, can you? No, I'll pop off comms and I'll go grab it when they're out of the way. I'm going to go.
Yeah, no worries. And what's happening here? We have got. What have we got? Trundle Serenity.
Here we are.
And we've got Charlie and Charlie again.
We're back once again.
You can't get rid of us.
Do we need to do any of the funny stream stuff? Do you know?
Yeah, probably. Let's have a look.
Because we did such a good job last time.
Yeah, we did. Hang on a sec. Oh, it's over here. So we want scene transition. It's up here. Sorry,
yeah, you got it.
We found it. Right.
Oh, you can just change it there now.
I think so. If you just double. Oh no, you can't do that.
Go. I think it's you want to go here. Player one.
Who's gonna be player one?
I think it's the part where we actually tell them.
Right, you're player one. Oh, we have to.
Yeah, you have to open it then. So Trundle was saying that he's probably just going to go DDD for Wave Smash practice, but we might see a Wario.
Oh right.
That was his because he sort of rotates through these top tier pockets that he's got.
Interesting.
And I think
I'd
he
like
was
to see
saying
that. I know he's got one.
Yeah. No, I've played against it actually. Yeah, it's very fun to play against.
Yeah.
Well, until if you can enjoy losing, then it's fun. But outside of that,
I do enjoy losing.
Yeah. I've had plenty of practice, so used to it at this point.
So, which one do you reckon? I honestly don't think he's going to play the Warrior. Not Warrior.
No, I think he'll just go DDD. Yeah, just for practice. Wave Smash this weekend, so everyone's using this to get last minute experience.
And every game matters in stuff like this. We definitely need to change the top 8. But every game matters at this point, really.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen it in previous weeks. You can give up a game just on trying a different character, but then lose the set as a whole. So nobody's trying to do that.
Yeah. So it is winners.
Oh, they're images. Oh, because they're rotating. Yeah.
It's best of 5. So now it is best of 5. Right. Okay. That should be right.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Cool.
How are we looking? Even so far?
Pretty even, yeah.
So Aaron was telling me on the drive here that he's come to the realization that this is one of the few matchups where Diddy Kong may actually get some use out of Pop Gun.
Okay, for that reason then.
Yeah, it's useful at ledge. I think the more so thought was sending back Gordo.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to shoot and grab my food.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so this is a tough matchup, I think. I don't really know. It's just chaos. There's items everywhere. There's Gordos everywhere. DDD wants to swallow everything. So, Serenity. Oh, what? What the fuck happened there? Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. Serenity needs to bring it back. He's pretty close. He's pretty even still. And that's not going to do it. Probably another one should do it, but I like what he's doing with the pop gun actually. That bear hit somehow. He's just threatening with the inhale there, and he's going for the. Okay, he went for the jet hammer. Interesting, to be honest. He's only at 31%. I'm not sure that would have even really done anything.
185.
Yeah, he's still living. Still living. He's trying to get the kill, and I think he's struggling
Desperately?
a little. Yeah, a little bit. Oh my god, the dash attack. That's going to do it. It's going to do it. It died at like 60? 70? It's rough. Oh, see, that's a nice thing there. So he ate the pop gun peanut, and it kind of put him into a bit of a hit stun.
Yes. Yeah.
Not hit stun, but you know what I mean, like an animation.
Yeah, lag.
So, oh, and there we go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you were talking about. That the pop gun actually pushes the Gordo back quite easily as well.
But this will be a test for Aaron because it's not often he's put in a situation where he's forced to really slow things down. You know, he likes playing at high pace. But Trundle, that was good.
That was good
Not
punish.
dead though.
No, he's a big boy.
Is it characters then bounce or bounce then characters?
Just specify, not him. So it's him. It's player choice. You can do blinds or you.
I think it's characters stages.
Yeah.
Characters first.
Yeah. I believe it's the same.
No, I think it's character stages.
Yeah. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure it's characters first. We're probably wrong. Oh no!
Another one.
Another dash attack. Man.
Maybe just not being patient enough at ledge. Trundle's just calling it out.
Yeah, he's just jumping. I think he does like jumping at ledge.
does,
Especially if he's got
Well,
banana
it's
now.
theoretically, you know, it's the option that most people want to go for because it gets you back in the action as quickly as possible with the least amount of lag.
Especially if he's got the, like you say, if he's got banana in hand, he's going to want to jump to use it.
Yeah. I mean, it's very tempting to, especially when you know you can, it's very tempting to fish for a reversal. But I'd be amazed if you can find one on Trundle, especially with a character like DDD with the ledge trapping that he has.
I don't think it's a really fun matchup. This one,
No.
as is most matchups
No.
against DDD. I don't know. I feel like DDD just creates a wall and you've got to penetrate it. That's
Exactly.
kind of basically it.
Because what Trundle has he's created this thing where some players think the way to beat him is to completely smother DDD. But what most of us have gone for is the idea of camping him out. And what that does is, as you said, it creates this unfun matchup.
Yeah. Just got to wall him out. Oh, okay. I'm not really sure what Aaron was trying
I'm sure it was a ledge trump.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the input he does for a ledge trump
It's
is
like the volume.
it's a half circle.
Yeah, that's it.
So
I
if you see
didn't-
him fast past the ledge, that's
I did try learning that for a bit, but I think I just couldn't get it consistently.
Yeah.
So I kind of gave up on that. But I probably would try and need to do that eventually.
I'm fortunate enough that I play characters that can do it in their own easier way rather than having
float
to
on the ledge.
Yeah. Exactly.
So overall, again, pretty even game.
Yeah.
Avoid the dash attacks at ledge. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Down smash was interesting choice there.
Yeah.
That definitely wouldn't have killed.
No, I think he was just going for coverage more than anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't actually going for the footstool. So in the moment, he just went for the coverage as opposed to the read.
Once again, he did the jump. Again.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a sign that the patience isn't quite there at ledge.
Oh.
I think he tried to go for it. Yeah, I'm
I
not
can't
really
believe
sure.
that hit. The up smash. The other up smash.
No. The wrong one.
The wrong one.
Depending who you're a fan of. You know.
Yeah. Whoa,
Do
okay.
it, yeah.
4DI there, kills.
Yeah. That catches you very off guard.
Yeah, I do like the barrel technician
Yes,
stuff.
yeah.
Fun.
And here we are, here's this neutral we were talking about.
Yeah, and see anything. The banana, pretty much anything will send it back, but those two moves are really good for doing that.
Yeah.
Good for just spacing in general, really.
Exactly. And it sets the condition that forces Trundle to potentially change what he's doing.
Yeah, and he punished with banana for it there.
Yeah, going for it again now, not getting the hit confirmed.
That was nice. The monkey flip was really nice though.
Yeah.
He knew he wasn't going to get anything out of it, so he went for the monkey flip instead.
Yeah.
The eye was on point for Trundle there.
No, always DIing behind to put the maximum distance between them on that down throw.
Yeah, the up smash ain't going to quite do it here. And, okay, he would go for the up. I thought he would go for the upper there.
And that kills, wow.
That killed it, like, it's at the stage. It's really weird. I guess Rage does that.
Yeah.
There we are.
Rage, maybe an attempt to dash back.
Yeah.
Catches you DIing badly.
Gordo covering a lot of options again in the air, and again on the ledge.
Just getting himself out the corner with it very effectively.
He just needs to, Aaron just needs to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, but that's the thing, he's dealing with Gordo and neutral with this, as we've discussed the options previously, but he's not applying that same mentality at the corner, and that's really unfortunate. And now you can see, he just wants the kill. Yeah, he feels like he should have had the kill here. So any damage.
Be careful
Yeah.
there again. So that was really unlucky.
Good read by Trundle, but not
That would
quite
have probably
there.
killed. That would have probably killed.
Yeah, no,
Would have
definitely.
been close if not.
Max Rage.
Of course, it sticks to the ledge.
Yeah.
Of course it does. See, I don't even know how to do that intentionally. I guess there's a certain trick to it, but and the actual hammer hit from the side B takes the. And that's going to finally.
There's the
Okay.
stock at least.
So 100% down.
But you know, from just when he fell out of that up smash, he got 40% extra credit, and that will be, that's very hard to sort of forget.
Oh, he misses the dash. Nice. Goes for the up smash. Down throw up. Down throw down air even. Okay, what's he gonna do here? Down to fair. Oh, goes for the dare but misses.
He's close to grab.
Well, misses off the stage. Yeah, this is close. It's really close.
And here we are.
Look at
Here's
the
the
set, the
grab.
trap.
We've
Here
seen on
comes the
Simon again, and
trap.
he just catches
Nah.
him with the up
The
tilt.
up tilt does it. Once again. But no, the comeback was really good that time.
No, really good to make up the deficit, especially because he would have really felt like he was, fighting back from behind,
And a lot
missing
of
that kill.
yeah, and a lot of that game was not only was he behind, but he was behind by like quite a lot in terms of
So
set lead.
to take it to last hit's very impressive there.
Very
yeah.
good. I think Trundle lived to the average of like 130, 140 most stocks, maybe even higher.
And he will against it, unless he gets a strong throw on banana from close range, he's not going to get any charge on that F smash. So.
No.
And we saw him live an F smash at 130 as well, so
No, that was good. That was good. But yeah, and also he fell out of an up smash, I think, once as well.
Yeah.
Which is a real shame. Overall, though, he's been playing very well. Aaron really starting to figure out this matchup. But
and this is the patience we talked about. You see there, Aaron just almost forcing himself to not do anything, just to really have that patience.
No. Oh, okay.
Lucky to get away with that.
Yeah,
Privilege
he brings
recovery
it.
if you
No, he brings it back. Oh, okay. Now he's got no barrels. Okay, he's got barrels. Barrels are back. The barrels are still flying. Barrels still going.
A quick cameo from the barrels there.
So once again, seeing a slower place neutral. Oh, he wants to get something there. Was he going for the footstool there?
I would assume so.
I'm not even really sure that's good on DDD.
No, I'm not sure myself actually. But
Okay, gets the hit. Doesn't do anything with it. Oh, the back air center stage does it. Strong hit.
strong move.
Strong move.
Very strong
And it was a
move.
full hop. So. Oh, goes to the back air.
And now we're starting to see this. We're starting to see more frantic button pressing.
But he's
And
getting, he's getting something back.
yeah, no, it's
working.
not. It's not failing on him yet. It's working.
Oh, it sucks. It's not going to do it.
Not gonna kill
quite.
just yet,
No
no.
rage. And quite a high stage, I think. This will. That's
That'll do it. More or less even game here, going into the second stop.
yeah. This is nice. Oh, okay, he went for the banana. I thought he was going to go for something else. Follow up, really. But he wanted to go get the banana back. I guess banana really is a reliant tool.
Yeah.
Which is why holding it as the opponent is actually really good.
Yeah. Because not only is it a good tool, but it almost always is the fundamental of Diddy's game plan.
Exactly.
So you take that component away, you force them to adapt.
Of course.
It's the same ideology with Pac-Man's fruit.
Yeah.
As soon as you've got that in hand, they
can't use it. That's basically what it is. Yeah. They can't use it. Oh, that was a nice fade back there. Trundle goes for the down smash again. Covers decent roll from Serenity, but Serenity hasn't even been rolling that much, so that was quite interesting for him to go for that. Oh, and the stars, no! Stars really ruined it for him there.
Yeah.
Okay, another roll. He needs to be careful with.
Yeah, Trundle will have noticed that.
So I would not try and roll again. Oh, okay, goes to the air dodge. Direct air dodge to stage. That's a rare option from Trundle.
Yeah, we don't often see those sort of mistakes, but it happens for everyone.
Okay, he knew. See, the Gordo was there, and he knew he couldn't do anything about it. Wow.
Not quite gonna take it.
Still pretty even there. See,
Yeah.
still going for the jumps. Oh, nice recovery.
There's the roll. There it is. Yeah. I mean, as DDD, you do feel like there's no right option, but as long as you're not choosing the same option every time, that's the main thing. You do need to mix it up.
Ledge trapping is tough.
Yeah.
Sorry, getting ledge trapped is tough against DDD because he's got a lot of good options at ledge. A lot of coverage, should we say?
Yeah, especially if you can get that Gordo out. It can often feel as though you don't really know where the gap is and what button to press.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Okay, takes the kill.
And we've seen him make up this deficit and more before, so it'll be good to see if we can get back in this game.
He just needs to screw his head on, get in there. He's got the combos down.
He was waiting
going
for an
the
air
dare.
dodge.
He wanted the dare.
You could see he was waiting for it.
Trundle not giving him the air dodge there.
Because he knew he would die for it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
You have to respect it.
yeah.
He's down there. It's so strong for seemingly no reason. But
So what's the plan here?
no jump.
Here comes
and there's the air dodge.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no! And falls up right at the end there. I feel like there could have been
A slight misstep.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that feeling. It's rough, especially when it comes down to like you misinputting stuff. I feel that on a personal level.
Yeah.
Is you know you can take
It's
the
the
stock.
most frustrating feeling because there's no one to blame but yourself.
Exactly, and you know it. You
Yeah.
know it as well. So, but good play to both players. They did
Yeah,
both
a
well.
good set.
Obviously,
A good set. And who
Trundle
are
well
we
played,
expecting
Trundle.
now?
I believe it'll be me.
Yourself.
And Baby, or Alison, sorry, as she goes right now. Yeah, so me and Ali will be playing.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much, Charlie. It's been an honour.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Food. Oh.
I made a valiant attempt.
Yeah, anyone?
I can bring it up.
Fine. Well, I'm happy to step on.
Yes, I'll commentate.
Slip on in.
That's rude. That's rude. I can't believe you've slagged off everybody else in this venue. That's something. Hello, friends. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Joycey, apparently the only good commentator in the room, according to our next player, Mr. Chaz Babs.
Chaz Babs against Ali. Now this set has become a little bit of a staple here at these weeklies in winners semis or winners finals or any round towards the top 5. You know, there always seem to be meeting up here in bracket, and it has started. It was pretty in Ali's favour a few weeks back, but Chaz has really started to sort of take some sets against her. So it'll be interesting to see which way it goes today.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Of course, these two being two of the strongest players that Bournemouth has got to offer right now. So,
They're going to have a real good grip on each other's habits and things like that. So, gonna be a good old set of Wario against Pac-Man. Gonna be grand old time.
Yep. Just make sure the players get on the right controllers.
Of course. Yeah, we are seeing the tried and true. Alison was joking a little bit earlier on about maybe going different characters, but
oh really?
Well, yeah, I think joking, but then
right.
She mentioned how her Pac-Man was like playing very, very hot.
Yeah.
Against her other opponents today.
Yes.
So
yeah, she looks like she's been playing well.
Yeah.
And she is notoriously a character specialist. You know,
yes.
We have a few of them here. We don't really have too many people that like to switch between characters. Most players here, as with most people do. You pick one character, you master them, and you do your best in bracket.
I thought she was about
yes,
to be.
She was teasing.
She was
teasing for a moment. Yeah. I mean, we've seen others do it here, so you sort of have that belief that anyone could turn at any moment to a Steve main.
It's a scary time.
It is, yeah. Dark times.
Cool. So we got the town and city pick. Of course, Wario going to be enjoying that bit of room to run around, and of course, Pac-Man going to be enjoying the space to be able to get their setups going.
Exactly.
And that's already an interesting part of the matchup there. The fact that Wario can just eat the bonus fruits, and Pac-Man himself.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Getting a good diet here. But yeah, the space is interesting because obviously, whilst you'd expect Pac-Man to be the one... Oh dear, an SD there to start off. That's very uncharacteristic. We don't see that very often at all. And here we go, extending that lead even further.
Yeah, and you can see even both players sort of grimacing in the camera as that happens. Chaz doesn't really want that kind of thing.
No, nobody wants to see that happen. It's never a good feeling. That being said, Chaz will happily take this lead and extend it even further here with the ledge trap.
Yeah, we can see you just taking the lead and ran with it, only taking 40% across the entire stock right now. And this is where things get difficult because Chaz can be a very, very defensive player. He can be very good at forcing you to approach, like he knows his opportunities to not approach. And obviously with Wario having the waft charging, that works as well. So the fact that Alison now has to approach as Pac-Man is not the best.
This is precisely what I was going to say. Is this lead has really forced the situation into, both of these players ideally want to be camping, but Chaz now has the upper hand in that scenario, and Ali's going to be forced to approach with a character that doesn't particularly want to do so. And there's a 2-stock lead, and we're going to have Waft in a matter of seconds as well. This is not looking good for game one for Ali.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just saw it there with these just ledge interactions where Alison was throwing out these hitboxes, throwing out these grabs, and Chaz just wasn't giving her any of it, and then just caught out the jump with the back air. And now he's got a lead. Waft is online, just about hitting her halfway through, and that down air not quite killing Wario is a heavy boy.
Their pipe's gone, that's a stock. Yeah, good edge guard there. Good keeping herself in the game. It's going to be very hard to get through 2 stocks without getting hit by a Waft, but we believe she can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting to know how deep she went off stage to deal with Wario. It just goes to show,
and now the Waft is gone.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're at this point in the game now where half Waft's going to be online. Heck,
if
Chaz wants to, he doesn't even have to approach and get another full Waft, realistically.
Although what that does do is it allows Ali to, she can now play a little less precautiously. She knows that there's not that one move that's going to instantly kill her now. Yeah. She can maybe, run out a bit more. But that being said, she is now at 100%, and now all these other kill options have come online as well.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Chaz's doing a really good job of going between spacing out with back airs and then going for these chomps. And of course, at that max range, you really want to be obviously shielding them. And then having the command grab on deck just makes
you doubt yourself so easily. Yeah, so many characters. I mean, just in the last game, we had a Diddy Kong on screen with a banana that can result in your death, and then a flip kick which can result in your death. It's a really nice sort of select to have on a character, and that F2 is going to take the game one for Chaz.
Yeah, excellent, solid stuff. You can tell he's very much proficient in the matchup, knowing exactly what he can and can't punish. Beautiful spacing, particularly with the back air. There was a real good point where he had that perfect spacing around the edge of Pac-Man's grab and just back air into the stock for
just a little short hop over it and a nice back air for punish. Yeah,
real solid stuff all around.
Running it back on town here. I think they as we were saying, they've played each other enough that they'll know what stages do and don't work, and maybe they've decided that town is the most balanced one for them both. So I wouldn't be surprised if we now see that throughout the whole set.
Yeah, you can see Alison looking quite thoughtful there.
Yeah.
Maybe analysing. Obviously, she had a pretty rough SD to start with.
I don't know if she needs to be too harsh on herself, because if we take away that SD and assume the rest of the game went even, then that game went last hit. You know, with a 2-stock lead with Chaz on a high percent. If that SD wasn't the case, then I think it would have been a very close game. But that being said, you know, these top players are always looking for any small adjustments they can make to give themselves an upper hand in the next game.
Yeah, and we are seeing right here. Oh, and just you don't approach Pac-Man when they've got the Gallagher at the ledge. It just takes so much damage.
Yeah.
And we can see her here. Oh, but on the platform, just getting out of the way just
Charlie
in time.
not getting a chance to get on his damage, and Alison here's really just taken a strong lead off that one interaction.
Yeah, and I was going to say she's just taking this lead, and now the onus is on Chaz Babs, and you can see there he just tried to get over the hydrant but didn't quite space it correctly.
A complete reversal from the previous game when we saw Chaz take an early lead and he was allowed to then play that bait and punish campy game. Now we're seeing it, you know, the shoe is on the other foot, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can see Alison beginning to roll him from ledge, just knowing that the situation, that mix-up of is he going to back air or is he going to tromp? Rolling, you just get completely out of the situation.
Yeah,
there's no
just
need to even...
disengage.
Yeah, the 50-50 isn't even on the table.
And that Hydra from across the stage going to take it. I wonder if Chaz was caught maybe trying to grab bike or something, I don't know. But
yeah, and you can see here, you can see these two have played so many times, knowing that she could get that nair out when Chaz Babs was trying to get that combo going. Again, these two players, you know, sometimes you assume with both of these characters rather, that you can just kind of, you know, you can either nair at the wrong time or you assume that their combos last longer than they do. But the fact these two have played each other so much,
they know exactly when they said, no, you're pushing too hard now, I'm going to press my button, it's my turn to play, you know.
Exactly
No one's getting away with any overextensions here.
Yeah, and we can see here Alison just being able to play this more defensive style, and now suddenly Chaz Babs has got a huge deficit.
It will be, I'll be interested to see if we see Chaz maybe try and go for a slightly earlier waft here to make up, because he does have the full waft online, and Ali is at 80%, so he probably won't want to use it on this stop, but if things get more desperate, we might see him trying to get one out now so that he's got one saved for the next stop.
Yeah.
And another death there. I don't know what quite happened, what went wrong there.
Yeah, I think maybe she's sort of trying to go like as deep as possible. Wario is one of those characters that can go extra deep on Pac-Man.
Yeah.
In terms of the edge guard. So, you know, maybe she was trying to get that sort of very last pixel and just went a little bit too far.
Perhaps. It's just very uncharacteristic, and it now feels like we've seen it, you know, twice in 2 games. It's a shame to see.
You can see he's trying to go for that forward smash, one of those moves that you've just got to respect unless you hardcore it out.
Lingers for such a long time as well, so it'll catch anyone that doesn't know what they're doing going for an early punish, you know.
Yeah, I love that little stare down after she went for that forward smash. Both these players just knowing that, okay, one of you's going to jump. Oh, and not quite getting the hitbox that he wanted, sending Alison straight up. Yeah, so difficult, and using the water to propel himself forward to get a, I guess, dash grab of his own. Real excellent. Oh, and both of these players going for these quite optimistic up smashes, hoping that one of them, I mean, it does cover a lot, but Alison knowing to just sort of stay on the ledge.
It's almost a sign of desperation. You know, Chaz is very aware that he's closed the gap all of a sudden, and now all that's on his mind is, what if I could take the lead? You know, he's at 179. He knows his stock is pretty much over on any stray hit, although Pac-Man does struggle to kill sometimes without the bell, so we might see him get a little bit more mileage, and that chomp is going to take that stock.
Yeah, with full rage as well. Just, and yeah, get away from that situation. Do not let you get yourself get
Do not
stripped
follow
up.
him out there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I respect the fact that Alison, knowing that they were going to lose a lot more, just got off the platform, and even though Chaz Babs was allowed to recover for free, at 187%, you're still going to get some kind of kill relatively soon.
Exactly. You don't need to follow him that far out to the blast zone. The risk reward there is just not in your favour. On the half off was online, but the DI from Ali good to get out and away from that situation. The chomp catching the tech on the platform, and he follows it out to the top corner.
That was
gorgeous
from Chaz Babs there.
That was pretty nice.
And with the last hit as well, only. I know Wario sort of splays his hands.
Just that last big hitbox catching him about as far away as he possibly could be, but, you know.
And it's so scary as well because you would normally expect the players in that situation to either air dodge on the way down or they would, you know, maybe go for some kind of aggressive option. And, you know, full respect to Allison for going for that quite high up recovery, thinking that Wario couldn't get there, but Chaz putting it all on the line for that edge guard.
Again, it's that mentality. We was at 190 on his stock. You know, at that point, he's thinking anything I get here is just extra credit. So he was more than willing to just pull the trigger on a very risky option, and it took him that game too. And here we are, as I said, back on town. You know, these players are more than happy with the stage. They know that the counter picks are not really going to give them any more or less advantage. They're more than happy to just play out on this stage.
Yeah, and I really loved the spacing there from Chazbab, just being far enough away where even though she was at ledge with Gallagher, he could just react with shield the moment that she threw it.
Yeah,
not needing to another 55%. I mean, he's got that via other means.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Yes,
but,
exactly. Yeah.
You know, getting it off one conversion can be quite disheartening, particularly at the start of a game.
Exactly. He knows that's what Ali's looking for, and he's not going to give it to her in the simple way that she's looking for. You know, she'll have to try something different.
Yeah, and oh my goodness, just all of that pressure on shield. Allison just letting the hydrant rip, and the Gallagher as well.
It just there's so many different hits all coming at once, and that's before Pac-Man's even pressed the button.
Exactly. You know? And just trying to jump over and getting called out with that forward smash. Excellent stuff, Allison.
So strong. It's such a strong F smash.
But again, we are seeing Allison elect for this more defensive play style, going for Gallagher on the ledge, and you can again see that spacing and just jumping.
Catching the jump.
Yeah,
so beautiful
lovely
from Chaz here.
Oh my goodness, it's still taking 42%.
42% just for lingering around ledge.
Yeah, and you can see she's definitely got the
pressure.
It's just this game plan with Gallagher. She's just taking every moment that she can to throw out these Gallaghers, knowing that Wario can't really deal with them all that well.
It covers exactly where he might want to be, and it just takes away from any pressure he might want to exert.
Yeah.
And we're already seeing now with Lactin percent. You know, this is Ali just really being allowed to play that game that she's been wanting to play the whole time.
Yeah, and you could see that Chazbab's going for that little dash dance and baited that roll in, but Allison's Nair just intercepting his. So unfortunate for Chazbab. Could have got stock there potentially.
Yeah, a real shame when you feel like you do something right, it doesn't quite check out. But you know, Chaz will get past that, and that Nair to back air is going to take the stock.
You can see Allison reeling back there in the player count, maybe not expecting to have to DI that kind of conversion straight away. And oh my goodness, just the hitbox from Nair.
Just Nair just saying no to that bell.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, we've had enough of this. Had enough of this. My turn to play.
But yeah, going back to that Nair to back air, that might be similar to, not quite taking it there. Oh, that orange will take the stock. And here we are again with another clean one stock lead. And Gallagher is in hand, yet again, as we've seen the other stock start, but no immediate damage off of it. The fruits flying again.
And maybe she was anticipating Chazbab there to just retreat to the right-hand side of the stage, trying to get the dash grab with the water. But now we can see Chazbab's just, again, trying to get into her space right now and doing such a good job staying between her and the hydrant.
That is exactly where you want. If you're trying to get in on Pac-Man, you want to get past that hydrant. And if you can get past the hydrant without taking a hit, then you're in a pretty good position, you know. But that's the Pac-Man will always look to intercept you as you try to sort of linearly get past that hydrant.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like at this point with such a deficit on Chazbab that he's definitely playing Allison's game. You can see her getting these one or two little pieces and then running back, charging.
We're going to see the Ginkgo combo. Is that going to kill? Not quite taking it Town and City with that high ceiling, but we've seen that combo time and time again from Ali. She's got that one down. And a late jump into the bell there from Chaz, but the weak back end not taking the stop.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've got to be just ready for that kind of situation. She was already going for something else at that point. I mean, the weak back air, still something's better than nothing, but it's not going to seal you that game, my friend.
And you know, Ali, she's got a strong lead here, but we've seen it before. She can struggle to kill, and on top of that, Wario does have waft, so she's going to be thinking about it. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see some slightly more. I'm just over the F smash there, not quite taking it. And again, that Nair going straight over that bell.
Yeah, you can see it again, and oh my goodness,
what? Waft.
Yeah, such a good call.
Drop zone waft. He's been trying those a bit more in the recent weeks. So now he doesn't have waft, but he does have one stock apiece in this game, so we could see something work here.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing, particularly against a character like Pac-Man. You really don't tend to go off stage as aggressively as maybe you'd want.
No.
But you so unfortunate the multi hits there.
Yeah.
Just enough to let him land and slowly fall to his doom.
I respect him, as we were just talking about it, you know, recognising the deficit he was at and trying to make something out of nothing. But that's going into game 4 now, 2-1 Chaz. So yeah, as I was saying, just, you know, desperately almost trying to make something happen off stage against Pac-Man, which is an unfortunate way for it to happen, you know.
Yeah, and this is the kind of scary part, I think, about fighting a player like Allison, where she's got this really solid game plan, and Chaz Babs is forced to approach her. She can just collect so much data from the way that he's approaching and then construct that counterplay on the fly.
And then all that does is help her even further extend that lead, which, you know, it's almost like a snowball effect. You know, you get the lead and they're forced to aggressively approach you in these linear ways, which you're then ready to punish, and you even then extend your lead even further, you know.
Yeah, and you can see right here, just beginning to get this lead, and the up B out of shield. Chaz Babs and I were talking a little bit earlier on. It is something that he's been trying to do a little bit more in his gameplay, just going for that solid damage out of shield.
Exactly.
And then obviously the angle that it sends at as well means that then you've got center stage as
and
well.
There's no room for a punish, you know, even though you do have that special full lag, your opponent is sent far enough away that you'll happily get back on your feet. And it's a fast option as well, you know.
Yeah, and you can see once again Allison just on the left side of the stage and just getting hit by that slow bike. I think she neutral air dodged to try and get around it, but was just a little bit too early on the draw.
Exactly, too early on the air dodge there, and Chaz could see that, and he just, you know, that bike is such a big projectile that it just covers that whole area off stage so nicely. And on top of that, does a lot of knockback, taking that first stop.
Yeah, ooh, and just landing on the red platform there, allowing Chaz to get a little bit of a punish. Ooh, but I really like that, just throwing it up and then just going for this really aggressive approach. Are you going to get anything off this? Not quite.
I think she was desperately looking for an extension, and a good follow-up, catching the stall on ledge. You know, Ali has those really practiced. She's played this character enough that she's seen that situation time and time again.
Yeah.
She doesn't miss those, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Just having that perfect timing on deck to be able to get that forward smash. Such good awareness from Allison. But again, a very slight lead. The Chaz Babs right now.
Here we are, the Ginkgo in the corner getting big damage again.
Yeah, and you can see Chaz Babs just waiting for Allison to pull the trigger on that Nair and matching her with one of his own. And again, these chomps going in the wrong direction. That's been a couple of times now where that was how the whole 50% started earlier on, where chomp was the wrong way and she just capitalized on that punish and got so much percent.
Yeah, maybe a slight miss input on Chaz's part, but we'll see if he can start landing them again. Because they were getting him, as we mentioned in the first game, they were getting him a lot of mileage, and we've not seen it as much in these later games. So I wonder if maybe Ali's made some changes to avoid them, or if it is Chaz on his part just slightly misinputting the direction on them. A back air, catching that jump from ledge.
Yeah, and a couple of these setups from Allison have been really interesting. There was that time where she dash attacked into her own up B, meaning that Chaz Babs couldn't get any kind of punish off of it.
Yeah.
Just these really interesting situations, and I really love that up air, just knowing that she's able to challenge the bike. Sometimes it is really hard to challenge, but...
And here we are again, going for another extension rather than just an up smash or a simpler punish. And I mean, she knows the character much better than myself, so maybe she knows that something wouldn't have killed there, but I think she's almost waiting for an air dodge, and Chaz just isn't giving it to her.
Yeah, and trying to go for the money maker again. You can only get that once in a set, my friend.
Yeah. Yes, it would be surprising if Ali got hit by it again. You know, now that she's very aware that it's an option, she will be playing on her mind when it took that second game.
Yeah, you can see her trying to use the water there to carry the apple at lightning speed, but Chaz Babs, he's seen that one too many times to get hit by that.
Yeah, it's a little check, you know. Are you paying attention, or are you going to get hit by this, as you said, lightning speed apple?
Yeah, and you can see Charlie going all the way out there. Chaz Babs just going for these really aggressive edge guards, but Allison knowing, really getting that spacing on point. There were a couple of times earlier in the set where she went a little bit too far off to try and get back, but you can tell she's got it there, and an up B not being punished.
Yeah, we've seen it more and more in these later games. The players have been a lot more aggressive off stage. We have seen some very patient neutral at the start of these games, but as they go on, you do get this sense of desperation. We've seen a few sort of charged up smashes in lieu of a ledge trap. You know, they're sort of just going for these slightly more aggressive options.
Yeah, and this is the thing, we're seeing it once again from Allison getting this Nair, get the hell off me, and then just running away to the other side of the stage, charging that bonus fruit, really forcing Chaz Babs to really mix up his approaches.
You know, it's what she thrives off, setting up those traps, forcing those linear approaches, and then she can get those punishes that lead to those stocks.
Yeah, and trying to catch the coverage on the roll in with the
Just
force
charging through in front of the bike there, almost, you know, asking for a punish there, and Chaz will happily deliver with a dash attack that's going to take that first stop, that second stop, sorry.
Yeah, and it hadn't really been something we'd seen from Chaz Babs across any of these games so far. You know, the dash attack being quite that good burst option for Wario, and this is where things get scary. Yeah. Just about missing that landing up, how that could have been the end of the set.
The waft is online, and this is, you know, we've seen it in the other games. They're on even stocks. Chaz at a % deficit, but he has the waft. So does it really matter? We're going to see it's not quite there.
Yeah, just the height of the town and city platform on the left, just about avoiding Allison from certain death here. But this is where Charlie thrives. Chaz Babs is so good at just waiting for his turn, waiting for his moment, and he plays the perfect character for it as
exactly,
well.
That is exactly right. And we've also seen Ali in previous runs of this set. Was that a drop zone waft? No, he still has it online, I think. But that is not quite going to take it. No bite though.
Yeah, and
not quite making it to the trampoline. You could see he was drifting towards it in sort of like a last hope to make it back to stage. But
yeah, so unfortunate. I think he kind of.
It was on the left side of the stage.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, and that was the thing. He was mere pixels away, both from the right-hand ledge and the trampoline as well.
Just in that real sweet spot where he just died.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
But Game 5.
Game 5. I believe we're going straight back to town. Same characters, same stage. You know, did not expect anything else.
You can see these two have played so many times. These sets get closer and closer each and every time. I can imagine.
And it must just be so sort of stressful, you know, to have played this matchup, these exact scenarios over and over, week in, week out. And sometimes they go in your favour and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, and this is the thing, it's just, again, Allison has found this game plan that is working for her. You know, those early percents, getting those Gallaghers, staying on the side of the stage, because even though she hasn't got stage control, it does so much damage. Even then, not the full conversion, but still got 30% off.
It just, exactly, and then there's follow-up.
And this is where things get really tricky, because now that she's got a percent lead, she can just stay there. But I'm really liking that. Chaz Babs is beginning to get, you know, to get that sense of, okay, she's gonna go back towards center stage when I'm in the air, so I'm gonna meet her where she's going to be.
With those chomps once again, you know, we're starting to land those again, which is good.
Yeah, and we can see Chaz Babs just pressuring Allison there, meaning she can't go for that regrab. She's going for the bell this time. Oh, actually went for the key. Ignore me.
Yeah, not quite landing its mark, but I wonder if that was. I don't often see the Pac-Mans go for key over bell. Bell offers so many more setups and kill potential, you know.
Yeah, and this is the thing. She went for quite an aggressive forward smash, and even though she's still got stage control and not quite cramming that bell,
missing the catch on the bell, I think we're possibly seeing those signs of stress I was discussing earlier. You know, in this game 5, you know, the cracks are starting to show, and there's a bite over the hydrant. You know, we've seen that earlier in the set, and there's
yeah, and this is the thing as well, is that like when you're going for these long Game 5 sets, it's so draining as well. Like the mental fortitude of both of these players is utterly insane right now. And the fact that this isn't even like grand finals, the fact that both of these players have got like at least one more set after this.
Exactly. And you know, on top of the fact that it's a Game 5 triple set, it's Wario versus Pac-Man. You know, it's not a fast-paced set.
No, absolutely not.
Each player is really pushing their patience to the limit here, and you know, as we've seen it in the previous games, usually the player that loses their patience quickest ends up at a stock deficit.
Yeah, and you can see once again her going just for another re-grab, and you can see there Charlie just waiting, Chaz Babs just waiting for that second option and then punishing with the neutral air, and he's at 150%. But the way that he's been living these stocks, he's still got some life left in him.
He's getting a lot of mileage out of these stocks, as you said, and you know, just as you were saying about Chaz's playstyle, when he's got the advantage in the corner, he knows it, and he is more than happy to wait for you to press that unsafe button and find that back air, and find that bite, and get the punish that, you know, other players may be a bit impatient to find.
Yeah, and just punishing the up smash on the Hydrant with the dash attack and the neutral air. Gonna catch it, that Hydrant's gonna start killing soon.
Not quite taking it, but it was sending very close to that town and city ceiling.
And the one thing I've really got to commend both of these players going for, again, sometimes we've been talking about, maybe they could get harder punishes, but in the same way, they've been mostly really, really reserved, thinking if I can't get this perfect punish, I'm just going to regain stage control.
Exactly,
I'm just not going to bother risking it at all.
And it goes back to what we said earlier about both these players knowing the limits of, and that back air is going to take it in the corner. But yeah, as I was saying, these two players know the limits of their opponent's character, so neither player is really going to go for any overextension at these lower percents. They're more than happy to reset the situation.
Yeah, and even the back throw at 180%, and that's what's really scary about losing your stock this early, because you lose, not only are you obviously at a deficit, but you lose all that rage. I mean, oranges do not care if you have rage. Oranges will kill you
Or
regardless.
if you have a bike, they'll just go straight through it, and take your stock.
Remember, friends, if you've got a bike coming towards you, just throw an orange at it. It'll work, I assure you.
In Smash, at least.
That's Smash, yeah.
Can't verify for real life.
There we go. But we can see it once again. And the thing is that he, everybody's like, Waft's online, but it's such a devastating tool in this matchup, and particularly with how sort of they've been nickel and diming, they've been getting their little bits of percents, they've been thriving off those trades. The fact that Chaz Bowser's just got this one option where it's like, okay, I land my landing up air and you're dead.
Yeah, and also because of the pace of this set, he's getting it earlier in the game than you might expect.
Yes.
At an earlier stock count at least, which means that earlier on in the game, Ali's having to think about that option. It almost certainly, changes the game plan. Ali going really deep there just to get that through, but it might backfire here.
Yeah, you can see Chaz Bowser going for these two frames
Desperately
here.
trying to slap her away from the ledge, but not quite getting it.
Yeah, and just using the second hitbox of the net, and again, these
Once
chomps.
again, this chomp over the hydrant. Ali feeling a little too comfortable just holding shield with that hydrant in the way. She perhaps needs to start trying to anti-air Chaz, and the waft gone.
Oh, just going for sort of any option, maybe hoping that she would drop off and try and go for something, but it
Just
didn't
press a
quite-
preemptive button, but no, the patience paying off there.
Yeah, and this is so tricky here, and this is the thing, Alison's been getting caught by a lot of these chomps, and it's been a real strange thing because I feel like it's something that she adapted to, particularly in that game 4. She did really, really well at rolling in, and that stock is gone, and I've got to say, look at the timing.
I was just about to mention it. If even before that stock was gone, we were looking at under 2 minutes in this matchup. Chaz will really be able to play that sort of almost home field advantage of, I don't have to go anywhere near you. You have to come to me, because not only are you a stock deficit, but now that clock really is ticking. The up smash not taking it, misplaced.
Yeah, and this is the really, really scary part. If Chaz Babs is going for this timeout situation, he knows at this percent the 1, maybe 2 kill setups that are going to get him at this point, and he can afford to just hold shield and just avoid them. He's
Just
been
avoid
living.
that, and even better, he could hold the bell.
Yeah,
And now what's Ali going to do with a minute left on the clock? Is Chaz going to aim to use it, or is he going to throws it right away? Because what we could have seen, although Wario doesn't have the the best capability, and the chomp in the corner.
that it?
With the rage, not quite taking it.
Oh, and he
I
again.
thought he was going to go for an up B.
Third time wouldn't have been the
Yeah.
charm. This is where it gets scary, but again, he doesn't have to approach at all, and he's still fighting, which I fully respect.
Yeah, he's got Ali in disadvantage, and for every second she's in disadvantage, he is 1 second closer to taking this excruciatingly close Game 5 set.
And the thing that I've been enjoying a lot is that we've been seeing a few more grabs coming out
Yeah.
from Chaz Babs, and just the fact that he's throwing her off stage
Just
means
buying
that
time.
Yeah, exactly, because she'll spend all her time recovering, doing all these mix-ups, and the dash
Just
attack
is
just about
close it out.
Yeah, 22 seconds on the clock, but a nail biter.
A real nail biter of a set. Yeah, both those players will be.
Yeah. Yeah, only
An
20.
exhausting set for our players there.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Chaz for taking that close set. It was a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, nearly got reverse 3-0'd as well. You got to remember, Chaz was 2-0 up in the set as well.
Exactly, yeah. So to have that mental fortitude to drop those game 3 and 4 and still have the patience and the determination to come through and take that game is really impressive from Chaz there.
Yeah, absolutely. Data. So congratulations, of course. Who will be advancing?
order.
It's going to be advancing into winners finals.
Aaron, can you mash A for me?
Right, well, I think I will be hopping off comms for a short while and let someone else have a chance. But it's been
Yeah.
a pleasure watching that
Yeah,
incredibly
yeah,
long
absolute-
set with
it
you.
absolutely
a pleasure
was.
doing comms with you, and
Of course.
wish you the best of evenings.
Yes. Charlie, Allison, and then Charlie took game 5.
That was nuts.
Yeah, that was a long set, but we have still got plenty more gameplay to anybody here watching Nexus Fight Club number 30 edition, now with commentary.
Oof.
Hello, friend.
Hello, Joyce.
Hello, how are we?
I was feel betrayed.
Right.
You told me you played Yoshi,
Oh.
not Young Link. What is?
I
Got bored of pressing A, so want to press B instead?
Yeah. True. No, I've dropped Yoshi for a little while now. I've dropped Yoshi for a little while. He's a good boy. Hey, we didn't even play today. We didn't even play today.
I'm disappointed, man.
Well,
Very disappointed.
Well, maybe next time. I'll try and make sure I come along more often. But we have now got Serenity and Tobbs stepping up to the plate. Tobbs making a small losers run, not being knocked into losers by Allison before top 8, but then making their way through various opponents to get to this point. Meanwhile, Serenity getting into top 8 winners side and losing to top seed Trundle. So we are going to see these two players now. Serenity.
Historic matchup. So these two players have at least 1,000 hours of friendlies.
Yeah, they play a lot.
Each.
Yeah, they play an awful lot. We have got Tobbs on the Captain Falcon this time. Normally, Ganon Mac co-main, which is both disgusting and terrifying.
Okay, we're going to do amateur bracket. Kane versus Tipo. Metro's New Chaotic. Dr. Apognic has a bye. Any issues? Me versus you have 5. Chaotic. Did time fuck it. Best of 5 every set.
Best of 5 every set. Come on down. We are going to make sure that you get as much gameplay as you can.
PS2, I'm expecting the entire set to be on PS2.
Yeah, absolutely. And now this is not a character that Tobbs normally plays, but has been doing a lot of work with the Captain Falcon. You know, having played Ganon, you've got a few similar moves, but again, very much going for these characters where you're not seeing projectiles, you're seeing him running, you're seeing him pick his moments, and oh my goodness, Serenity just picked that moment there to just obliterate Tobbs' first stock. What a start.
He's going to look for down air, PS2. Low blast zones, spikes kill a lot earlier on the stage, you've got to be careful.
Yeah, and Diddy Kong's down air is way stronger than I think you would expect.
It has way stronger than it has every right to be. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I'm with you there. It's a crime in itself. And we are seeing here now Serenity can afford to play this a little bit more patiently, just sticking under that, going for these peanuts, and they've got the banana in hand, meaning that any unsafe approach is going to be heavily punished. But we are seeing here Tobbs on the hunt. And
the SD, unfortunate.
Yeah, real.
The FTL led to that, but you know, bananas coming out. The parry into the side B. Toby's very good at the parry, one of the few players I know. I wish I was a lot better at parries. I think we should all.
Yeah,
parries a lot more than we all do.
Yeah, it's definitely an underutilized option. I think particularly with the characters that he plays as well, I think he really does benefit off of parries. He does like to go for these sort of, quite aggressive reads, I guess. Being able to go for these parries and getting these big beefy punishes.
What's reverse as much fun? We've got the banana.
Oh,
There's on to catch.
Yeah, this is something that we've seen, people that have got a lot of Diddy Kong experience are going to be going for. They're going to go for these sort of Z-drop errors with the banana, because not only do you just get your normal tool, you've also got Diddy's best option, and Diddy can't use it again.
I imagine the Diddy Kongs have phase 2. Can they deal with banana, can they not? And the moment they can deal with banana, oh dear, the game changes entirely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's more like we're just playing with one item on stage rather than with this sort of aggressive and oppressive tool that Diddy Kong has got in his arsenal, bless him.
The thing with this matchup is banana is constantly on the stage with the Diddy Kongs. Even when it's not here, is Diddy Kong going to pull it at that time? Constant back and forth into the footstool, into the dash attack,
yeah,
the edge guard.
Really nice tech chase here, and you can see just waiting for that option there.
Smash a bit too slow, unfortunately, frame 21.
Yeah, it is slow. I mean, it's ridiculously lagless, but in the same vein, you've got to be able to hit it in the first place, and the up smash coming back from Serenity to take that stock. A delicate lead here for Serenity.
Definitely Toby taking advantage a lot of time is running at Serenity. He needs to be a little bit more patient, in my opinion. Stop running at Serenity, do these really hard punish options, especially if he gets them wrong. Very risky plays, in my opinion. The downer, the downer. Who takes that?
Yeah, so good. And then getting a punish as well, as Serenity was trying to catch up on the tech chase.
That's a bit waiting patiently. Toby, a bit of a missing put, potentially.
Yeah, either that or the smoothest edge guard we would have ever seen in our lives.
Diddy Kong has banana, thing slow down. Drops it. Was that a bait? I think we call it as it is. We always assume that was the right decisions to calls it out. Diddy Kongs have such ridiculous ways of just mixing up banana. Toby's full for it. Beautiful up B. Anyone else would have gone for the banana, but no, recognises the opportunity and gets the stock. Well done.
Yeah, such good awareness there.
I would have gone for banana.
Oh yeah, I think anybody else would have, to be fair.
Ooh, banana, mine.
Yeah, we can see Serenity going for that down tilt. Could have had the conversion, but wasn't quite ready for it. Yeah, and what you don't want to be doing, particularly against a character like Falcon, particularly as a player like Tobbs, is just, you know, pull the trigger a little bit too hard. This character is explosive at the best of times.
Likely to get back to stage, go back to neutral. Serenity being patient, knows that Tebby eventually will go in. Pulls him out on the Z block. Got to keep banana a bit more.
Yeah, and again, just these. I'm not a fan of these really aggressive options. The fact that Falcon can just, you know, disintegrate a stock, just going down with the raw knee. And now, once again, Serenity is at the ledge, getting caught by that neutral air. Lasts quite a while here, and just hard reading that roll in and the back air. Yeah.
He's going to get punished for that. You can't just throw it out. Unfortunately, though, your Diddy Kong character is too fast. Moves just it's not like the laggiest thing in the world, but it is an up smash at the end of the day. It has that power.
Yeah, for sure. 1-0 so far for Serenity. Yeah. You know, it was definitely fortunate that Serenity got that lead right at the start of that first game. I think the fact that he was able to dictate the pace of the entire game really helped. That patience that we saw, I need to keep seeing, because that was closer than it realistically should have been.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see Toby slow down a little bit more, keep hold of advantage. Toby loves to run to the corner. When Aaron's in the corner, he's got banana. You've got the stage, you've got the whole of PS2 to play with. Make sure you're using the whole of PS2. Don't just dash in or come in with Air 2, for example. He's doing it again. Let's see how it works out. He's trying to make the most out of his advantage, which is not a bad idea, but you've got to know when to slow down, when to go hard, and when to slow down.
Yeah, and this is the thing now, Serenity not able to get this banana. And this is a real game plan that a lot of characters go for. If they've got the tools to sort of box Diddy, you know, make sure that you keep him on that space and do not let him pull banana at any cost. Diddy without banana is still a good character, but it's definitely his strongest tool in his kit.
Got to be careful with side B in this particular kind of game. The move is extremely laggy, and Diddy Kong, all he really wants is to hit banana. Don't give him the opportunity to do so. Just some ridiculous events. Going deep. Oof, that was an interesting interaction.
Yeah, you could see him going deep, and it was something that we didn't really see in that game. One, we didn't really see the deep interactions, but in the same vein, like, it nearly worked out. And I can see why you wouldn't go for it, because you can just get reversal, and then suddenly you're on ledge against Diddy, and that's a bad time for everybody involved.
There's a side B from the corner. Aaron known for doing that from time to time. Can be a bit reckless. Toby maybe pick up on it. But more patience, good. This is what we want to see. But then again, neutral just slowing down the pace of the game like it happens any other time. Up B out of shield. Goes for ledge trap. Is Aaron going to choose an aggressive option with banana? Toby certainly thinks so. Goes for roll. Good choice. But shield too long on up B. He's going to close out that stop.
Yeah, and it's so difficult in that situation when you're just sort of being conditioned to avoid these up smashes, these back airs that Falcon can go for. Just having that up B, and like, Tobbs isn't abusing it as well. He's picking the perfect moments to either get an offstage situation or to straight up get a kill.
Certainly picking better options to stage, but down tilt to back, yeah, it's a true combo.
Yeah, and Aaron having the confidence to go for it as well. Serenity doing a very good job at keeping himself in this game, and you can see there Tobbs had the nair one, didn't quite believe in it, and 30%. Those barrels, not okay. Not okay.
It's always surprises because they just do it out of nowhere. I swear, I don't know what frame it is. It's almost, you had to just react shield and then roll it. And then the explosion means you don't know where they've gone. They even hide in their own explosion.
I'll tell you what was really sad. That was a real nice conversion there, getting that forward smash. But what was real sad was that when Tobbs went for those two up smashes on the platform, like, Serenity spaced himself so that the third one would have hit. And then Tobbs went for something else, and I was like, oh, come on, you had it. You had it. you had it. You could do it. Ooh.
Serenity slipping on his own banana.
Yeah, and
Edge's cool with the nair. Very good idea.
Yeah, Falcon's neutral air just lingering for so long, and just, you know, even the weaker, you know, just the hitbox is so good at killing just at that side of the stage. Falcon can just sort of sail off stage with it.
Serenity's certainly feeling the pressure now. A lot more faster movements, a lot more risky plays. Oh, with the SC, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, trying to go for maybe a real sneaky angle, but instead just being greeted by the underside of Stadium 2. Real unfortunate.
Toby's certainly keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, and that was something that you really wanted to see towards the end. When you're in that situation where you're up in Diddy Kong's face, he hasn't got the space to pull the banana, and realistically, Falcon has got better tools in the boxing game than Diddy, or rather can get more. You can get more damage and more sort of conversion. Diddy's got absurd frame data.
So the main thing about game 1 is obviously Toby was behind for much of the game, if I remember correctly, and going aggressive when you're behind can be difficult because Diddy Kong doesn't feel the pressure, so he's more comfortable, more relaxed. But when you've got the lead and you put the pressure on, it can be really hard to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
One misstep and your stock is gone.
Exactly.
One down there, one knee. One back to PS2 probably. Oh no, we're shooting out. Small battlefield. I hate this stage.
Yeah, Serenity definitely taking this a little bit more seriously.
This is a good pick. This is a really, really good pick. Really good pick.
See, yes and no. I'm a bit surprised because I would have thought Serenity would have wanted a little bit more room to be able to pull banana, but I suppose Falcon is such a fast character that like you can cover that distance anyway. And at least you can, in those scrappy situations, you can just fight Falcon, you know, fist to fist.
We're not choosing stage, not choosing music rather, so we have to deal with this. But hey ho, we'll see what it can do. So
imagine having a modded setup and having to listen to Delphina Plaza.
We have a modded set specifically for this.
I mean, it is a banger, but maybe not for like not for like game 3. You know what I mean?
It's classic, nice relaxing music because they're playing friendly, not Battlefield 5. Be interesting. So the main thing about this stage, one of the reasons why I hate it specifically, is because you can just hold center and control the entire stage from one position. Nice, beautiful edge guard, got confirmed.
Yeah, just the lingering hitbox with the forward tilt, sending Tobbs at such a disgusting angle, and Serenity just had that down air, just knowing exactly where he'd be. That was so good. And these conversions.
Maybe go for me though, just like this. What barrels? Toby getting a little bit desperate now. We can see it. Went off stage at 0, really hungry for this kill. Does not like the fact he lost that stock. He's going to pay dearly for this.
Yeah, this is the thing. Serenity's so good at just catching the banana and then just hitting with an aerial as well, saving that double jump. That's some Serenity and Diddy Kong players in general are or should be very, very good at. You got to save that jump until right at the last moment. If you can get that back with rocket barrels, lovely coverage there.
Nice, he slightly missed that, but had the foresight to really go for the right option. Aaron using the up smash on liberally.
Oh, and Yoshi has arrived in the soundtrack. Here we go. We got the bongos out. If you thought this music was lit now, and
beautiful tech rotate, fantastic. Really good hard read.
A little bit suspect DI though, no kill spark or anything, and you can see Tobbs sort of grimacing in the player cam, maybe knowing that they shouldn't have died at that percent as Captain Falcon.
This is a risky position, unfortunately. Toby again, gas full on pedal, full on the accelerator, going straight at Diddy. Slow down a bit. He's got set stage. Hold it. Side B out the corner. Could you let me grab that maybe?
Yeah, and this is
the jump.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Now Serenity's in quite a scary situation here, where he's beginning to scrap, maybe a little bit unnecessarily, but now he's got the banana. Okay, it's back to safety. There we go.
Banana picks up. Good catch for the banana. That's good tag. Wait, the dash tag is fine. We take that down.
Yeah, maybe predicting the peanut pop from reverse.
Are we getting a bit desperate here? Nose is down. Wants to stop really badly.
Yeah, and you can see just not going for any kind of edge guard, not going for any kind of interception. You can see it there, trying to catch it at the end, and Serenity just completely avoiding these ledge trap situations, just monkey flipping over the entire thing, and you can see Tobbs shaking his head. It can be really mentally taxing, and that was a big old magnet hand to get the up B. So much range on the up B from Falcon.
The up smash there, especially the back air, swapping away from the up smash. I mean, the up smash have almost been working, to be fair. Aaron's slipping through the net quite well, but that lingering hitbox left tilt. Jesus.
Yeah, that's the thing. You
I'll be whiffing again because that move is bad.
Yeah, and again, I don't know where Serenity's scrapping. Like, just. Oh my goodness, quite an aggressive force smash. Tobbs shaking his head there, thinking, okay, I should have been hit by that. And
ooh,
yeah.
Interesting DI there. I don't think they would have killed. I think he DI'd out down there. Tried to DI away slightly, realised his mistake, and unfortunately DI'd right into the blast zone. Serenity is 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's so difficult when you're trying to correctly DI moves. When you're trying to DI away to get out of a combo starter, you might find it was just the combo finisher the whole time.
Oh no, Serenity's not 2 up. No, obviously Toby won the game 2. And the reason why he won the game 2 is because he got that lead. First stock seems to be really important in this specific matchup. Whoever has that first stock can dictate pace hugely. We saw it both in game 1, game 2, and now game 3. And Toby's moving it back to these 2.
Now he seems a little dejected, but he's sticking with the Falcon. I respect this. You went in saying you're going to be solo Falcon. You're going to walk out with solo Falcon.
That he is. He's certainly committed to his predictions, which is really good.
That is what we respect. We're going back to Stadium 2. I do like the pick. This was where Tobbs won that one game that he got.
see how he gets on again. I think the first stock is going to be the most important thing in this matchup. Who gets the first stock? Who can keep the opponent out? But again, Toby, he's got the banana. I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, this is the thing. Serenity's advantage state is quite scary. He knows exactly when to sort of push his luck and then when to run back and get banana. Ooh, what a lovely parry and punish as well.
There he is. Really fast. Toby again going for
Oh my god, that's still here! What? Yeah, what a ridiculous hitbox on that down air, and you could see Tom's just reeling back in anger at that. Which honestly,
he was DIing away as well.
I'll be pissed too. I'd be pissed too. Oh my goodness, you can see Serenity. Serenity is definitely one of these players where when they're feeling confident, they're going to go for these harder reads. They're going to be going for a little bit more style. And you can see he can just taste that 3-1 victory right now. And it's going to be down to Top to really just kind of pull back this breakneck pace that Serenity's been setting.
They'll be using down me. Create a bit of space, try and slow the pace down. Go for the hard edge guard. It's going to cost him, I don't know about this. Not as they stay on stage, do that ledge trap. But the thing about Aaron is really, his advantage stage is incredible, and also Captain Falcon's disadvantage is bad. So these neutral interactions are costing a lot. But if you lose neutral in this matchup, you're spending a lot of percent to get it right back.
What a call out on the directional air dodge in. Again, just maybe hoping that Serenity would go for some kind of forward air or back air, and then Serenity just dashing forward, dashing back, and just getting an up smash. That is a real message to be sent as well at this point.
Serenity with the huge lead. Toby needs to finish this stop now. Captain Falcon's rage can be a thing.
Yeah.
This could be it.
And you can see
the parry, even at this stage, when he's this far down, it's like, no, hold on, parry.
And it just, I don't know, it just feels like Serenity's in his head. It just feels like every...
Okay, alright, here we go. He's just going to be reversal at this point. So we have to play things really well. Gets the side B, goes for the down B.
Yeah, and even with the tech away, he manages to cover that. The trick, but not getting anything off of it. And we can see Tobbs beginning to get some kind of comeback going here. Just getting these jabs, anything to get the tech chase. And
is that an SD?
That is an SD. This could be a big swing, this turnaround in momentum we were talking about. We can see it happening in live time. Just beautiful air dodge and just avoiding that entire situation and trying to catch the double jump. Beautiful air dodge.
Is Aaron going to get desperate at this point? If Aaron loses this game, he could lose the entire set. One little SD to kill all of the momentum that Aaron just brought up. Had a huge lead, and now Toby's back in the game with Rage Falcon. This is where combos really start to get disgusting in terms of how true they are. The side B out the corner, been doing it quite a bit. Are we going to see it again? There it is. Toby not quite reaching it. Got a disadvantage. Scrambling at that particular point.
Yeah, Tobbs just... Yeah, this is so scary.
That hit.
You had a 3-stock in the palm of your hand. Are you going to let it go? Trying to grab that. It's not quite going to work. This is perfectly even right now. And again, another monkey flip. Tobbs is not punishing a single one of these.
Yep, please. That could be it. Oh, shield safely on the platform.
Just grab banana. Dash that.
That's it. Well done. This is huge. Well, unfortunately, Serenity there with the SDs. He needs to fix these. And I certainly know all about that ISD all the time. You need to fix these. Hopefully, this is not keep his head in the game, reset, refresh. You were winning the whole of that game. You were winning. You have the opportunity now, especially with Game 5. When you win Game 4, not only with that disappointing lead, but you can also he can go back to small battle at this point. He has the ability to pick the stage at this point.
Yeah.
Huge advantage to Serenity. All he has to do is keep his head in the game. Realize Elliott's been winning generally overall.
Yeah.
Toby won 2 games between, let's be honest, Toby did really well. But yes, Steve, both the 2 games he lost.
And
if
we
he
are...
keep his stocks on the platform.
Okay.
Really want to go. Hollow Bastion, here we go. What do you think about this?
I think, yeah, this is quite a good stage for Serenity. I think the fact that Serenity's doing a really good job at calling out Tobbs' defensive habits. I think the fact that there is this sort of middle platform that you can sort of stay under if you want to play the really defensive game. You can just hang under there, banana in hand, peanut butter, pop gun in the other, peanut butter in the other hand. We're all hungry. I'm very hungry. I have to say this right now. I'm now thinking about peanut butter. But anywho. Oh, and
WSD air dodges straight past the ledge because the ledge of this game is broken and does not work.
Yeah, and just the reel back from Tobbs. But again, we saw this kind of lead manifest in Game 4, and we saw Tobbs get these ridiculous comebacks going. Yeah, and you can see really beautiful tech chases, finally beginning to call out these monkey flips, and just... Oh my goodness, just flying across the stage, trying to dunk the Falcon, but it not quite working out, and Serenity... just moments of desperation. I feel like from both of these players, I feel like they're really feeling the pressure and the stakes at this point.
I think of this particular occasion when you've got versus Aaron versus Diddy, who's neutral, is really good, his advantage is really good. Toby, if anything, as much as I've been criticizing all set, if there's ever a moment to go ham, this is the moment. You've got to get these stocks, you've got to clean them down, you've got to make his stocks last long as possible. The up smash, that shield.
And that was such a brilliant call out on the dropping the shield timing and just catching with a banana up smash, double boot to the sky. Diddycon goes, but again, that's an entire stock that you've got to climb.
Let's see how we can do. As long as he does alright. You can have rage for the third stock if he needs it. Rage. Calling out the outer shield option. Trying to go for a hard read, doesn't quite get it. Serenity moving around him, making it really ambiguous to hit. With the Falcon, you've got to be really precise about how you have to know where they're going to go if you want to hit them. Those hitboxes are not the biggest thing in the world.
This is just the scary part, just all the lingering hit.
Drop banana, what? Up smash? No? There's the downer again.
Oh
There's the
my
up smash.
god!
It doesn't kill.
It doesn't kill. What a
It would if it was the tipper. If it was the tipper, it would have killed. But forcing was the scoop hitbox. Up smash out of shield. I don't know if I like that. It's staling up smash. I don't like it. It's doing don't steal up smash. You only want to use it at the last possible moment. He's got banana.
Yeah, he's got the banana. He's just
What now?
dancing underneath that platform.
Throws it away. Gets bored. Is he SD? No, he's fine.
Oh wow, he's okay. But that
Oh,
tech
no, the
chase
tech-
situation, and there it goes. So unfortunate. Serenity taking a nail biter over game 5. Good lord.
Serenity takes game 5.
Jeez.
Okay, I literally that's all I saw of the whole.
Come on, this one.
What was the score?
3-1 for Jamie.
Literally, if I go up 3-1 against Toby, I am feeling like I'm more likely to win every time.
Counter Falcon. It went Serenity. Tops,
you play pizza all the time?
Serenity.
You play pizza all the time.
Truly, truly excellent stuff. I don't know why Serenity want to get 1-4. You won 4-1. Congratulations.
Trundle and Charlie on stream, please.
Edit results. That was me.
Who did you
That
play?
was supposed to be tops.
Hero.
That was supposed to be tops. There we go.
Outside of having to play Metros and you instead of Jamie and Domio, my run is like exactly the same about I play Republic and Winners.
So we got
Well, then we seeded it wrong.
coming on up. We got winners finals. We got the 2 players still left in the winners side. We have got Trundle and we have got Chaz Babs. An old king against the new ruler of the city, of the town.
Well,
So Chaz ruling Bournemouth for a lot. I'd say a solid amount of time. Yeah.
You put it the wrong way around.
So done a real excellent job. And then, of course, Trundle moving here for University and saying, oh, that's a nice throw. Mind if I sit on it?
Disconnect your pro controller.
Disconnect your pro controllers, please.
this is not our first rodeo.
Charlie, QB player 1. So we have got both of these players expected to get this far in a day full of slightly strange upsets, slightly irregular results.
I could make grands and Emmys again.
When you win, they give you money.
I mean, I'd rather play Aaron than these 2.
So we got Chaz Babs and Trundle stepping up to the plate. This is not. Is it that? To change winner semis.
Round. Let's scroll down. Change the JPEG. Click it, yeah. Double click it, I think. Double click it.
I have. I'm double clicking.
Double click, do you want to below it?
Which one?
I don't know.
You.
I'll have a look.
You're sorted, my friend.
I'll sort it.
We are going to see the Wario versus the King DDD
I do not play DLC.
going off to town and city.
Do you know how to change the
Excellent news.
What round is it? Winners
It's
finals.
Winners finals. So we can see here Oh my goodness, these conversions that Trundle can get off the Gordo are kind of ridiculous, and I'm honestly here for it. And here we go, winners finals, last 2 players in the winner's side of bracket. You know them both, you love them both. You see here, Chazbaz being thrown off stage and having the bike used against him, and beautiful timing on the shield, a slight mistime there on the down smash, and just trying to get through. Got here. Up the outer shield, dropping shield a little bit too early there, and you can see just sharking that drop back down to center stage. Oh, and the drag down, trying to go for the drag down up tilt, but not quite managing to get that conversion going. And just using the tippy tap of the forward air and the back air, just catching Chazbabs. Gonna lose that first stock, and now this is where things get really scary. DD's damage output, pretty damn good. And now suddenly, he's going to be living for another at least 50%. We're on a big old stage. Thankfully, Wario tends to kill off the side, which does, you know...
You don't understand.
I'm very confused as to what is happening to my right, but it's all well and good.
Metros and Tipo, please.
We have got
Dr. Pollock and Kane, please.
Yeah, and this is the scary part. Trundle can just play this game of not getting hit. Like, not necessarily getting these huge conversions and not necessarily trying to call him out, but just trying to get around all of these hits.
Well, not now, no. Look, make me come over there.
You can see Trundle at 146%. And the high ceiling of Town and City. Oh, and trying to get that.
No offense, it's DDD versus Wario. It's an 8-minute game every
once
game.
Again, just rolling to avoid that situation. Another back air and you're dead at 80. That's so sad. That's so sad. And don't do it. Don't do it to him, Trundle. That's rude.
He wins this matchup. I mean, obviously, Wario wins the matchup. Trundle doesn't. King DD doesn't win any matchups. But
yeah, they win sort of the odd 1 or 2 here and there. We can see this, and this is just the scary part about King DD. Oh, he just lives. DDD lives forever.
that's ridiculous.
DDD is immortal in this game, and look, it was so close and so even, and then Trundle got a lead, and they've just kept it this entire time.
Going to town, it can be a very polarizing stage. Not having the platforms to get out of this corner. Luckily managed to get out on that occasion, but
yeah, and that's, you can afford to go for that hard of a read at that percent. Even if you lose a stock, you're still going to be very much in the lead. Oh, and nearly caught the bike over. Oh, and we can see these platform conversions, sadly not being able to get much else. Really solid stuff there from Chazbabs, just knowing the exact perfect spacing and the exact perfect punish, but the swinging back air. Very excellent stuff.
right, don't go town. Go something else.
Yeah, I think it's one of those definitely where I feel like I can see that they both want to live forever, but the fact that DDD is getting these kills more so off the side, and the fact that
DDD is the ledge trap king. You want the ways to get off the ledge as best as possible, which means you want a platform, not a platform for half the match. I mean, how long is FD for what? 60% of the match? And occasionally, then it's the other platforms.
We're seeing a game 2.
Is it going back?
Yep, we're going back.
Charlie loves the stage. Is his favourite stage going for the comfort pick? I don't personally agree, but hey, maybe we can make it work. And I'm interested to see how Wario can just kick the Gordos back. I'm assuming with forward air, but maybe even there as well. I imagine every area will send the Gordo back quite easily.
Yeah, it's just finding that right moment as well. Of course, you can only hit the Gordo back once it's left the hammer, so if you go in a little bit too late with those hitboxes, you're just eating so much percent. It's a real difficult game to play against King DDD.
At what point then does it become hittable? Is it as soon as he starts bouncing around, or is there a little bit after?
So it's as soon as Gordo is hittable as soon as it leaves the hammer.
Okay.
So the problem is that sometimes you'll see where like people go into King DDD.
Yeah.
They'll like space their aerial a little bit too early, and then they'll just like jump into the hammer and then take like 40%. Oh, and maybe trying to parry that, but Just taking it there, and again, a very similar start to the way that we saw this first game go, where both of them were at high percents. Chazbabs is at disadvantage. Trundle, their ledge traps are truly excellent and just living forever and a day here.
If you are going to go against KingDD and on FD, I would like to see, I would imagine a half waft strategy coming up from Charlie, specifically using half waft. Try and get these stocks not to last as long as possible. Manages to seal out there, he's got a bit of a lead, and the campaign's probably going to begin.
Yeah, and this is so good for Chazbabs right now. Trundle going for quite an aggressive up B on stage and just calling out that jump over, knowing that Chazbabs been approaching in the air an awful lot just with that big swinging up tilt.
Up tilt is fast, it's deceptively big, and it can, especially at 140%, no one is living that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the kill power on the King is ridiculous here.
We'll see how it gets on. Bit of a back and forth between the two so far.
Yeah, and just using the little tippy tap of the forwarder to just send the Gordo back and get a little combo off of it. And we can see right now Trundle just electing to go to the side of the stage, and the ledge traps now begin. But Wario having that bike can just get out of the situation. But now that the bike's on stage, rinse and repeat, but without this option. Oh, what a call out!
He's so good at that. He's disgustingly good at that. He's not there.
Yeah, so good. Just waiting for Chazbabs to sail over and then calling out that aggressive option and using the super armor on the swing. And that's a terrifying situation. What started as a little bit of a deficit has now turned into a big old mountain.
Charlie needs to take the stock right now. Maybe even go for a ridiculously high edge guard. But I think Bike is still on the stage. This is a terrible situation. You're constantly being ledge trapped by KingDD. You want out of the situation as quickly as possible. The last thing you want is to be ledge trapped versus KingDD for a long time, because he will rack up a lot of damage. That almost killed.
Yeah, and that's the scary part. The Bike had already been used in that situation once or twice, so it wasn't able to be respawned. And Trundle going up 2-0. They are playing extremely well right now. It has to be said. It has to be said.
What's Charlie going to do? Is he going to
kind of always playing well.
I would imagine, I would love to see a stage change from Charlie. I don't want to go back to town. He's going to keep going back to it. And I think, to be pretty honest, this is probably the reason why it's not doing so well.
I like down it.
Well, against KingDD, he ledge traps you forever. So you want a platform to get off the ledge to help you.
Yeah, it does.
So use small battlefield. Battlefield.
There's still like a platform.
The point is you can still jump to the platform.
We're going back.
You can. I promise you can.
We're going back. Chazbabs definitely having faith in their ability on the stage.
They're only there for 6 for like half of the
And we can see, we did see this in the set against Serenity, where Trundle was going for these quite aggressive, just sort of running off stage and just throwing out back air after back air after back air, just to say, get the hell away from my ledge, this is mine. Yeah, we see it there, just swinging to be like, right, look, just because I'm off the stage doesn't mean that you're winning, get away from me.
Say Charlie. Winning slightly, so to speak, but obviously KingDD is living to a long time. Again, Town City is a big stage, so KingDD is going to live even longer than he normally does.
Yeah.
Swinging out with a hammer. Is he going to get it this time? No jump, that's correct. So what you've got to do, you've got to jump.
Yeah, I really respect the read that Trundle went for, knowing that Chazbabs went for the jump last time. They were sort of anticipating maybe a neutral getup or some kind of aggressive option off stage. But Chazbabs, again, knowing that, 9 times out of 10 bar a hard read is a really good option to go for. Just jump away from that jet hammer. Ooh, and it's going to be a ledge grab, and we are seeing the aggressive option, but Chazbabs has shown time and time again in this set that they are ready and aware of this, and Chazbabs now got a little bit of a lead going on.
Let's hope he can utilise Waft a bit better on this occasion. He's going to go for it here, looking for it with the up tilt, I think. Half Waft is definitely online at the very least, maybe even fourth. I don't actually know the time.
Yeah, and you can see, I think maybe Chazbabs trying to just go for that parry on the Gordo and the back air into the up tilt, just anticipating Chazbabs jumping out of shield in the forward air to catch the landing. That's the stock gone.
What's still online? That's the most important aspect of
Oh no!
The SD, that's a shame. This is what Charlie wants, this is what we need.
Yeah, and at 50% as well, particularly how long Trundle has been living, they have just lost a lot of mileage in this set right now.
Especially with how even it's been in terms of stocks, even though that obviously Warrior being just as heavy.
I'm going to level with you. If Chazbabs keeps jumping into these Gordos, we may see that lead just evaporate right now.
Already. He's going to look for the waft. Not even KingDD is heavy enough to survive the waft even on this particular stage. Just close to the blast zones.
Yeah, absolutely. Those close side blast zones are probably a good reason why Chazbabs picks this stage in the first place. And yeah, just waiting to see the down smash charging and not the hitbox you want.
and it almost killed it at the same time.
It did almost, but
Is that move
DDD,
as strong as it is?
DDD's a chunky boy.
Tower City is a big stage.
And this is the thing, oh my goodness, and I really, really like the opportunity of the tech chase, but just not quite managing to get it, just jamming his bike instead. And the back air, once again, that landing back air, but doing so much work for Trundle in this set.
See, here we go, 100%. It's basically even, there's no waft. King to deal 100%. This is even as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, absolutely, and we can see just spitting back the Gordo. And Chazbaz has been beginning to cotton onto this and trying to just run underneath as the Gordo is coming down to try and get some kind of conversion. We haven't seen too much mileage out of it yet.
I like the adaptation from Trundle to go for the slower Gordos, because Charlie's obviously been hitting his Gordos back quite frequently. Trying to go with the mix up with dash attack, I like that idea. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out, but I really like the idea of mixing up. Not going for the Gordo and just going straight for King of the D. Certainly not expecting that.
Yeah, and even the two-frame not working yet, the armor all the way up, and you can see once again Chazbab's trying to just get around that up air, but unfortunately, the up B, sorry, but just the big sweeping hitbox on the way down means he's just going to get punished instead.
Dash attack killed this percent, potentially Charlie's suddenly going to be looking for it.
Yeah, and this is really, really scary, and all this rage on this big old penguin. And just once again, just running into this Gordo, and just Chazbab's holding his nerve right now in the dash attack. Just about. A very, very delicate game 3. Nearly was a 3-0. Trundle made an excellent comeback. They were doing a real good job at holding their nerve in that entire situation, but Chazbab's managing to just keep it all the way home.
So I imagine Trundle's going straight back to town. No, he's going to change it. He's going to change it. PS2, first PS2.
Yeah, they're doing quite a good. I think they're going to enjoy the little bit of the flatter stages, having those platforms like a shark underneath them.
Yeah, I don't know why you change stage. The only reason why I think Trundle lost that set, let's be honest, is because of that ridiculous SD. Dying at 50%, he's won 2 games on Town, loses 1 due to an SD. He's changing the stage. I don't like this idea. I think Town's been working. Stick with it.
Yeah, to an yeah. On the other hand, you can see the argument of how, you know, maybe Chazbab is so comfortable on this stage that Trundle now finally having an opportunity to pick the stage means that they can just go for it instead. And did you see the amount of shield damage that spat out bike did? That was disgusting.
He's gained a little bit there, okay, so say a little patient game. The neutral one is with the case of Gordo's out, who's dealing with it. Results into what aspects. Rounds reasonable in, laggy option.
Yeah, and just the down throw to forward air there just to get Chazbab's off stage again. And oh my goodness, just the ridiculous levels on levels on levels of mind games that Trundle is going for with these jet hammers. Just jumping, dropping through the platform, jumping again, and then just turning it straight around as well. Trundle has clearly just hit too many people with this.
So can jet hammer be held forever while he
Yes.
builds up damage?
So you can hold it forever. You do take damage until you're at 100%. And oh my goodness, just the handle hit at the back air. And I like that. I like that a lot. Just saying, you know what, let's just get rid of this bike. You got a few seconds without it.
Especially at low percent, doesn't matter, like Warrior. He's going to be recovering stage, doesn't need the bike to recover at low percent, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can utilize the bike, get rid of it, keep it out of Warrior's hands. Make that recovery a lot worse, because with bike, Warrior's recovery is disgusting.
Yeah.
You go so deep with that bike to get back.
Yeah, and this is the scary part, and just spitting out, just trying to go straight back in, but Chazbab's just not quite being able to get these punishes on the Gordo throws. Good roll away, just making sure that you just get away from that situation entirely and trying to get some kind of retreat going. You can see here that Chazbab's is just dancing around all of these Gordo throws, but not getting any punishes. It's so fortunate.
Really good at telling, because I would get hit by every single one of those.
Yeah, it's so difficult.
Got a long grab.
Just what coverage?
Waits it out!
Just the coverage from Trundle there, going for the up air and then the back air. Chazbab's getting hit by the Gordo, avoiding both of those, and then getting him back to ledge exactly where Trundle wants to be.
Trundle is really good with using his pressure. Look at this shield damage.
I know, it's ridiculous.
He knows it. Grabs it. Unfortunately now. Fine. Close out the stock finally after a little bit of time. Win.
Yeah, real unfortunate there for Trundle. I think Bike has a very weird property where he spits it back out if it's in the air, but then DDD swallows it if it's on the ground. So Trundle's been doing a really good job at sort of reading these bike throws as well.
Trundle really good at waiting until the last possible moment to swing or hit. He wants you to use all of your resources upon it, just that fear. Goes for the loft, half loft I suppose, build up the damage. I don't mind this idea, build the damage back up. Make it more even as best you can. And just go for the long game, because let's be honest, Waft is probably going to be back online by the end of this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a gamble. He could lose the stock early, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, this is so delicate for both of these players, going for the up smash for DDD, not being a real heavy boy, being real hard to kill off the top as well.
I think F-Smash would have been a bit better though.
Yeah, I can see why Chazbaz went for it. It was a lot of coverage, but in the same vein, F-Smash definitely would have killed.
Come to roll in.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of covering roll in. If you have to cover everything, cover roll in, because if you get it wrong, it doesn't matter. There's still a disadvantage. Charlie moving a bit more aggressive now. He wants to stop. Probably going to go for a dash attack or a back air. Dash attack will probably kill right now.
Oh my
Goes
goodness.
for the back air, almost grabs it. He's so close.
I don't know whether Chazbaz went for some kind of back air there, because it just seemed like the hitbox there was huge. Oh, and doesn't quite get it, but the coverage on the dash attack finally gets the stock, and again, 154%. This Penguin's going to kill with nigh on anything in this set.
See Charlie eats the bite, bringing Watt back online. Half Watt is online now. This is a combo for a long time, building up the damage. 56% already, 63, 70. Still in disadvantage, 0 to 70% in one combo string. And half Watt is online. Takes a stock, but I don't think Charlie's got a single problem with that. Made a good use out of that stock.
Yeah, 70% of extra credit is definitely nothing to be sneezed at right now. We can see Chazbab's just making sure that they just take it nice and gently. These Gordos, they do a lot of damage. You don't want to be getting hit by them for no apparent reason. The neutral air, lovely tech from Trundle, just taking away from the situation, catching that roll in, but just mistiming that up tilt.
I think he needs a little bit more percent. I don't know, I think it's still half up. I think for Waffles online. Just, yeah, probably will be very soon. Any moment, Charlie's going to play that tank.
Yeah, Gordo sometimes
Mike is
just
on
does what he
stage!
wants.
Could that
No, you're
could that
still
cost him?
okay.
Mike is now out of reach versus KPD.
Oh my goodness, and you saw the dash dance and you just saw the menacing look of Wario waiting for you to roll in. But Trundle knows that's exactly what he's looking for.
Up smash, no up tilt. Up tilt.
Oh, that is going to kill very soon.
Oh,
And
no,
oh my
hitbox extension. Oh,
my goodness.
Trundle closing it out.
Such a strong hit, extends for so long, and massive congrats to Trundle for taking that set.
Just couldn't quite find the final waft, unfortunately.
Yeah, they did an excellent job. Chazbaz's going to be dropping into losers finals. Just going to input these scores for everybody involved.
What is wrong with you?
Hams is going well.
Yeah, everyone's having a nice time behind us. It was game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. Baboosh. And a lovely 3-1 there. And you could see Charlie and Trundle discussing the match as well.
Okay, next up is losers semi-finals with Left Serenity. The run back from last week. A couple of
Yes.
SDs. Similar situation to today is what cost Serenity the set, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is also a run back from today. So these two played in winners quarterfinals, with Serenity knocking Loaf into losers a little bit earlier than necessarily he was expecting.
What was the score?
4th time in 2 weeks. 2-1, however, of course, last week we did have Serenity winning in winners and Loaf winning in losers. Can Lightning strike twice? Serenity, QB player 1. Serenity, QB player 1.
The song's illegal. We're going to be demonetized.
It's fine, don't worry. Who needs money when you've got winners finals?
Is it 3-1 to Loaf or 3-1 to Serenity?
It is so 2-1 currently.
2-1 to...
So 2-1 set record in the past 2 weeks. We have had Serenity take both sets in winners. Loaf did take the set in losers. We are seeing Diddy Kong, we are seeing Mewtwo. Once again, a run back. This is your losers semi-finals here. A battle to get into the top 3 slots. We're getting right into it. 3 out of 5 as well.
Well, these are facts. Let's go into opinions. Who do you think? Who wins this matchup? Diddy Kong versus Mewtwo? I imagine just Diddy Kong. Raw tier list.
Yeah, I think also, you know, Mewtwo having these big hitboxes, I only have real knowledge from the Smash 4 days where it was absolutely abysmal for Mewtwo, like his worst relevant matchup anyway. So I don't see how the matchup has changed all that much. I think Mewtwo's got some stuff, but I think overall Diddy just sort of controls the neutral. Mewtwo's a very, very large character.
I think the advantage is going to be key here. Diddy Kong is really great. His advantage state, his combo game is really good. And obviously, Mewtwo with a big body, light, and with a big tail. Multiple dodge back. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I think that was quite an aggressive attempt at a punish there from Loaf. But now suddenly, Serenity has got a bit of a fragile lead. And we did see this in the winner's quarter set. We did see how Loaf, when they're from behind, can have a little bit of a deficit. Can sort of be a little bit too aggressive on the draw. But a lovely catch on the roll-in with the up smash. First of the set hitting, that's what we like to see. We like to see these up smashes hitting. We saw a lot of missed ones in previous sets, and that's not what we enjoy.
I imagine we'll see it a lot of the set. Obviously, Loaf throwing out a lot of Shadow Ball. He'll charge up for a while, hold it, and then eventually we'll throw it. And I don't know if it hits Diddy Kong below the ledge. I don't think it does. I think the low hang is too low.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Loaf in this particular set use Shadow Ball a lot more. It's threat of it. You don't have to have it. Sometimes just the threat of having it, and the fact that it can go at any time, can be enough to mix up the game. You don't have to just either keep it or hold it. Sometimes you can threat with it. And I'd like to see it this set.
Yeah, it's just whether Serenity, of course, is going to give Loaf the opportunity to charge that Shadow Ball, and a lovely up smash catch on the neutral get up, that scooping hitbox of the front, mostly being good. Oh, and just trying to get some kind of pivot grab going, and the last hit is actually enough to take the stock. That up smash, ridiculously strong.
Both these characters very light. We're not going to see many stocks past 100%, I don't think. Potentially a very fast set. We'll see how it goes. The name, the grab, true combo, goes for slightly aggressive again. Serenity known for that. Let's see if Loaf picks up on it, is able to punish this one. I imagine you could, with Mewtwo, have a hard punish in Cyber out of the corner.
Yeah, and this is where things get really, really scary. The fact that Loaf can just sort of dash around. Mewtwo's dash and run speed are ridiculously fast. And that's not quite going to kill.
Even on Mewtwo. Up smash surprisingly weak. Generally you have to wait until the last possible second to get it.
Ooh, I like that. Good DI away. We did see Loaf catch a couple of opponents, but yeah, that up smash once again. Every up smash hit.
Lots of rolls.
Which was different.
Lots of roll from the corner. I'd like to see Serenity mixing up his ledge jumps a little bit. Got called out, I think, on all three stocks from up smash roll from the corner.
Yeah,
two of them at the very least.
I mean, it's so scary in that situation. Mewtwo having so many fast options to just cover everything.
What you have to remember about ledge hang is that your opponent has to hard call it out with a down smash or a ledge shot. There's no harm with waiting a little bit longer. Not just I feel pressure equals roll.
Yes.
And everyone does that. We all roll from the corner. We feel the pressure.
And that's the thing. The one thing I really have to hand to Loaf is that when they've got their momentum swinging, they are so terrifying. And their advantage state, I think, is by far their strongest tool. I think it's their strongest sort of aspect of their gameplay. They're really, really good at taking an inch and having an inch, taking many, many miles. Got there in the end.
I like Liam certainly his ability to get his download on his opponent and then commit to it. He's decided, right, I think you're going to do this, so I'm going to do that. There's no mix-up at all. I think you're going to go up, he goes for grab. He'll go for it every single time.
Yeah, you got to DI that down air in, of course, with a bit of rage. That might have killed Mewtwo. Glass Owner stayed in. We are seeing here quite an aggressive forward smash there. And both of these characters just exchanging, okay, you get Banana, I get Shadow Ball, this is fine. However, I think the forward air actually trading with that Shadow Ball, meaning it's no longer there. Master Banana is still here. And the neutral air by trading, and we can see right now just trying to catch that monkey flip in with the Shadow Claw, but they're not quite working out. Dropping shield a little bit too early there. Down tilt, grab that banana. Oh my goodness, and we're seeing this once again from Aaron, maybe going for these situations like a little bit too much, and the jab not quite gonna kill, not quite being as strong as some of the other jabs in this game, but that lingering hit. Oh, and just going for it, and the floating back air just approaching, and Diddy Kong being at such high percent that we've got yet another ledge trap situation, but wonderful, wonderful wait from Serenity there, just waiting for that perfect moment to pop up and get back on stage.
Some of these situations where, up smash is not going to connect there, the way he's playing about it, it's not going to connect there. The thing about when Diddy Kong's this high percent, the most important is when somebody will die to anything, sometimes it's hard just to land anything.
Yeah, no, because they're playing so safe, knowing that any touch is a touch of death.
The monster is unreliable. I love how the banana just floats next to me.
I know, it's such a nice touch. It's such a nice touch.
So Serenity keeping low from the corner, going for the down air, the Ned down. He wants to close the stock out.
It could have been the end of it all there with that Nair to down there, but luckily Loaf being given that second release on life, and both of these just trading projectiles right now, but it is Loaf that ends up being a little bit more prosperous there.
I don't know what's better, banana or a fully charged Shadow Ball.
It definitely depends on that situation, and we are seeing here, once again going for that roll, that last hit hitting, but I think that extra % from the other hits would have been beneficial there.
Certainly go for the hard read on this occasion. Certainly feels pressured on the ledge for Serenity.
Oh my goodness.
Hard call out.
Yeah, and he just, oh my goodness, you can tell that Serenity is just feeling himself right now. Just might be feeling a little bit too hard. Hang on. You're sick. You're actually sick. You are clean as hell. And
he died for it.
He died, but it was the coolest pre-death sequence I've ever seen.
Side B to the wall jump. Going out appears to acknowledge his favourite stage. He knows it very well.
Yeah, and you can see that. Wow, that didn't kill. You can see right here, just going for that ledge cancel.
First game. First
Here we go, we're just seeing these little elements of safety coming out, and these quite desperate barrel attempts will start it off, you know, as a pretty solid start for Serenity. Down throw, trying to go for that DI mix-up. Another up smash not hitting.
Don't get hit.
It seems to be that literally when the up smashes hit, Loaf wins, and when he doesn't, it doesn't. We are seeing here just going for this tech chase. All of this damage, and you whipped it again. So unfortunate. That could have been that second game.
What happened to stop two?
Oh, and another forward smash. The monkey flip. You're sick. You're actually the coolest player. You're actually the coolest player. God damn.
Because you're playing Mewtwo. What do you fucking think?
My God.
He almost jumped into it on the second. He jumped into it on the second stock.
So.
Game 3.
Yeah. And that ending mix-up was so good because for the most part, we'd seen like these, you know, down airs, maybe, you know, the timing in which Serenity was jumping off stage to go for an edge guard had been a lot later, but Serenity just going for that monkey flip off the stage, I don't think Loaf was even ready to consider that option.
Serenity, obviously, as we can see from his recovery, very comfortable off stage with Diddy Kong, and why not? Diddy Kong's recovery is extremely good. Here we go as the neutral. Back and forth between just okay, we're playing around banana, we're playing around Shadow Ball. Aggressive with the slamming, very good. Probably thought he was going to retreat to grab the banana, but Serenity mixing it up, going for the pressure on the stage control. Hence why the cyber back to Serenity. He wants that stage control. He wants one to be in this on the corner as much as he can. Teleport. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Hard read.
Yeah, I was going to say, this was the thing. I was about to compliment Serenity on this beautiful ledge pressure on the left-hand side, and then you just go for banana down it again, and it didn't work. Again, Serenity, please stop. You've got very good ledge trapping. Nice. Beautiful. I know. I think missed the turnaround back air. Trying to go for a ledge trump, and the forward tilt. Loaf just about living that. It's always tempting as these characters. Oh my goodness.
Someone explain that graphic.
Loaf is asking someone to explain, but all we need to do is explain why you're double jumping on stage as a character like Mewtwo. When you got a floaty ass double jump, you can't do it. You can see, oh, you can't jump through Shadow Ball. You can't forward air Shadow Claw. Even stocks.
Even stocks straight away. Keep your head in the game, that's all I'm going to say. You pick this character, fucking deal with it.
Don't grab it. Oh no. Oh, that could have been a really early stock, and you
go for the second one. Oh, lucky. Good patience along the way. Just hold on for as long as he can. Make sure he's out of range. Because that up B can recover the stage really fast. Good job, Serenity. Not panicking. The amount of people that panic up B in that situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Serenity not. He's comfortable off stage. He doesn't mind.
Oh,
just by his own banana. You hate to see it.
Yeah, happens to the best of us. Oh, we can see this beautiful spacing. I think that was a buffered forward air. I don't know why you'd forward air in that kind of situation. And just the big old legs of Diddy Kong just clutching onto Mewtwo. Don't do it. I swear to God. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. And here we go, Shadow Claw, and we're gonna see. Don't you start doing it. I swear to God, if I see any more Z-drop banana down there, I'm gonna scream. Oh, and a shadow ball. It's really difficult.
That's the thing is, like, he will just throw it out. You can't just approach him. Eventually he will throw it out. We're going to see it very soon.
Oh my goodness, what a conversion. You can see Loaf rolling his eyes there, just knowing that it was a bit of a strange situation.
Serenity advantage thing is gotten so much better. It's really impressive to
Ridiculous.
see. All we just need is just to keep it holding a little bit more. A lot of times he'll keep advantage for a long time, keep us down the corner, and then just go for the YOLO edge guard. And then all of a sudden the situation's reversed. He seems like he can hold on for his advantage forever if he's patient enough.
Yeah, and I'm liking this coverage here from Loaf. Oh my goodness, and third time is not the charm as you miss once again another banana.
You've got to expect Diddy Kongs to come aggressive from the ledge when they're holding that banana, just like Pac-Man on the fruit. You have to expect them to come off with some kind of banana, one of the best projectiles in the game.
Yeah, that was
for a reason.
Yeah, that was really, really lucky for Loaf going for that dash attack, but not quite managing to slip on the banana peel. That could have been a very big conversion. Otherwise, trying to go for that disable and stop going for it, please.
Going for the hard reads.
Oh, and I really, really like that. Maybe, you know, you can definitely tell.
Yeah, just a raw down smash off of the banana.
Oh, no, you didn't. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, Mewtwo's up air, I feel like it's a very strange move to DI, depending on where you get hit by.
I certainly didn't expect him to do that combo. That Serenity did either.
Absolutely not.
It worked out in the end. Here we are again for 4.
Yep, we're at game 4 right now. Loaf 2-1 up in the set. We are seeing a rinse and repeat of last week's Nexus.
Does he go wolf? Does he go wolf? Or does he stay
We're seeing, he's taking a deep breath. I like this.
Stick with the Diddy Kong.
Stick with the Diddy Kong. He knows he can do it. He knows he can do it with the Diddy Kong. He knows he can do it with the Diddy Kong. And even if you don't win, you learn. And that is the important part.
This is why we're here.
Exactly.
Nexus, the breeding ground for champions.
Exactly.
A raw call on Nexus. No, I'm going to grab it. 37% already. This is not the start of the Hollywood 1 4, but it's got a ledge, got a jab. This is going to be a lot of damage. 18%, I think, there from the rapid jab.
Yeah, we can just see Loaf being a little bit too close with that Shadow Ball, allowing Serenity to just jump all the way over it.
He certainly likes being in the corner. He's taking rolling into the corner quite a lot. Serenity catching it quite a lot as well. I wonder if this could be the time when it really pays off, when you get deep into these sets. These hard reads are the ones that are going to pay off. You've established your habits. You know, both players know what they want to do. It's just about hard pulling it out.
Ooh, and what a call out on the neutral gap. I'm not sure why Serenity went for it in that situation, given the banana was right there. Maybe he thought it was his own. But Loaf just throwing out that forward smash. So good.
The down air to the back air, holding on stage. Goes for the ledge drop, that's a shame. Does he get away with it? I don't know. Yeah, he got away with it.
Yeah, and this is a really, really good, you know, approaching tool that Loaf's going for, waiting for these options from Serenity, and then just running underneath again. Mewtwo has got that kind of dash speed where you can dash under. Oh my god, they both jumped at the same time. It was a game of chicken, nobody won.
Serenity's certainly loving these scramble situations. He likes being up close and personal, and obviously Loaf wants as much space as possible. Throwing out the Shadow Ball, there it is. Down to help the interruption.
Yeah, it finally happened. Loaf sort of rolling his eyes there, knowing that's exactly what Serenity was going for. Oh my goodness, and had the read on the roll in, parried the counter time, but got hit by the second. Mewtwo sucks. Mewtwo's actually awful. Oh, and the charge.
DI was so good. It's a shame that doesn't work. He was prepared for it. He realized his mistake. Let's just hope it doesn't. Is this lessons learned? Too late. This is game 4. Loaf's 2-1 up. You can't afford to be making things like that. And Loaf an entire stock up versus Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Gets the tail. The tail! Spot dodge, beautiful. He's going to go for the hard read on this occasion.
Yeah, and I swear to God, he's going for yet another down air read. At this point, you've just got to go for what works. You can't be going too much for these hardies. Diddy Kong is one of the safest characters in the game. You can play him very, very safe.
Aaron certainly want to finish this stock as quickly as possible, taking a lot of risks. We'll have to see if it works out. It might not do, it's quite risky, but sometimes you can play that risky and it works out. You just need that one hit to change the entire dynamic. The problem is those sticks are hard to get. You know, I'd say 60% of the time it works, 100% of the time. Well, this is the 60% on this occasion.
Yeah, and Loaf just trying to get that disable going and just...
Hard call out, runs across the whole length of the stage for that dash attack. Is it going to cost him the stock on this edge shot?
Ooh, and tried to go for that DI mix-up. Really, really nice stuff there. Trying to catch Loaf on a DI in, but not quite managing to get the conversion. And even these stray hits are going to start killing. Down, yep, perfect. The down tilt, forward air, Serenity, keeping it safe. And that's what you need to do. You play one of the safest characters in the game, and it is a thing that you can do. And you can see Loaf just sharking at the ledge. And here we go. We've got the start of something, potentially.
See what we can do. Loaf not panicking in that situation, staying calm, able to get out of the situation. He knows how much damage Diddy Kong can do in his combos, but he's playing it safe, but then panicking a little bit. Does not like being in the corner versus character, but then again, who does? Banana versus Ledge Trap Diddy Kong, that's a scary situation. I don't think I want doing it.
There we go, and you can see it keeping completely safe and just grabbing that banana, and then suddenly Loaf's in a terrifying situation where you're being ledge trapped by Diddy Kong.
The hard read as well, Ledge Trap Diddy was going to jump.
Oh, and that was
Good shield!
yeah, so good. And look at all this pressure, and what a
The
read!
roll away,
What
so
a
good.
read on the roll, but didn't quite get the kill off of it.
Up smash!
Do it again, and the pop off, the slight pop off from Serenity. What a comeback!
Up smash frame 5. And on a big body like Mewtwo, really good decision, made it a clutch moment. And here it is, game 5.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Literally in that situation, even if Loaf tried to jump, it would have covered that. And Mewtwo being so big, it probably would show point. Let's be real. Poor Mewtwo. Poor Mewtwo.
On that particular occasion, Loaf had the lead. Unfortunately, he threw it away a little bit, obviously, because he had the huge stock lead. So he's swapping it out. Is he going to stay? Serenity will stay, Diddy. I don't think we'll change on the situation. I don't think we're going to see a Steve here.
He's umming and ahhing. He's tempting fate. Serenity nearly did the same, but managed to clutch out the game 4. Loaf has chosen to stick with the Mewtwo, and can they clutch it out in the game 5 set? Straight back to Stadium.
Just support the score, so let's see how it goes. Back to even again. Like this has been the back and forth the entire set.
Yeah.
And here we are, game 5. I imagine this might be the slowest game we'll see at the very start. The first stop is always the case, but this is the most slowest stop you do. First stop being the most important. It could be the point that when you've got netball games to play, the first stop is probably the most important. It might even decide the game, therefore the set.
Yeah, and that is a lot of damage on Mewtwo there, and that's just the scary part in this, is that Mewtwo can just die so soon. But PS2 being a pretty big stage, and just catching the attempt of the banana call, like the banana catch with the up smash, and you're dead. Excellent start from Serenity.
He's got the lead, and Serenity works and plays really well with the lead. Caught the jump. Oh, I don't know if we didn't see it, but side B back to the centre was probably the option Serenity was going to go for. He likes going for it. Let's see how Serenity holds on to this lead. He's going to feel himself. I really don't want this position for Loaf. He's got to make a huge comeback, and against Serenity, who's really good in his advantage and neutral.
Yeah, and
This is going to be tough.
And it's going to be down to Serenity to just keep that safe gameplay that we were seeing towards the end of that game 4, and that what we've been seeing in this game 5. You can see it here, just, again, not going for these silly down airs, not going for these hard reads, just trying to get the conversion. The down smash is going to be punished by that up smash, though. Loaf managing to even out the stocks with a 96% deficit and just getting hit immediately by that back air. It's the worst feeling. And are you not dead yet? Really good stall there from Loaf, not jumping immediately into Serenity's second back end, knowing that you got caught by that earlier in the set. Is that going to be your life? It is! You've got 1 stock left. You got to take a deep breath, Loaf.
Oh, I don't know what Loaf can do here. This matchup looks, Diddy Kong is oppressive.
Oh, and
again, the accidental toll.
Yeah, I was going to say, we saw a shaking of the head there.
What's going on?
We are seeing a lot of buttons being pressed, and another pretty aggressive barrels. The thing is with it is that, like, you're not going to get that hard punish, but you get so much percent off of it if you manage to land that.
Big aggressive though. I don't like to see Aaron being big aggressive. He's got the lead. Use it, as you say. Play nice and safe. He's got Banana, one of the most oppressive neutral tools in the game. Again, you know, he's kind of playing it safe on some aspects, too safe on some aspects, and then too aggressive on the others.
Yeah, and once again going for another roll read, and Serenity just getting a 20% and stage control. Managed to get hold of that banana. Once again going for the up smash and getting hit by just the second hit. I don't even know what option he kind of went for. And you are still alive.
Max Rage Diddy.
Oh, and going for that disable.
What a shield.
Yeah, and that has been something we have seen Loaf do time and time again, calling out the spacing on the monkey flips. He's definitely got a good... Oh, and the 2 hits, it doesn't matter. And Lightning will not strike twice for Loaf. The pop-off from Serenity, an excellent 3-2 victory there. My goodness.
We are moving now into Losers Finals.
Losers Finals.
Serenity versus Tazbab, Losers Finals. God, we're late. Again.
It'd be like that sometimes. To be fair, I think we've seen like maybe 1-3-0 so far. Everything else has been like game 4, game 5. Also, can we talk about how Mewtwo managed to shield one hit of get up attack and then got hit by the second hit of Diddy Kong get up attack? That was fun.
Counter shit!
And yet you love Mewtwo. Yeah, it'd be like that. Cool.
We saw hover over the parameter.
Second.
We saw hover over the parameter.
That was just a joke. That was
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm not confident enough of them.
Cool. We've got Serenity continuing their nice losers run into Chaz Babs. No, I don't believe. We got swing going again. Now this is going to be quite an interesting change in pace here. We got Loku's quite fast, quite aggressive. You know, you're dodging a lot of these hitboxes, and now you're going. No. And then we're gonna slow the pace down. Chazbaz being a lot slower of a player, a lot more defensive of a player.
If Aaron beats Charlie here, this could be the biggest pop-off the venue has ever seen.
Yeah.
Still don't think they've one victory in bracket and that's it.
And of course, both these players looking for that run back against Trundle, who has been just pretty comfortably been bopping players left and right. Full credit to them, but we are seeing here the Smashville pick in our losers finals here.
Starts again on Smashville like it does, I think, every single time. I don't think we've ever not
and we can
started
see
on
already Chazbabs had a real good knowledge of the matchup, just dashing back, anticipating that monkey flip, and already getting 46% off of the punish. Ooh, but I love that parry on the second hit of Nair. Real solid stuff, and we can see here trying to punish that with the up B out shield, it not quite working out, and you can see already a much slower pace here, although Smashville doesn't allow them both to sort of run at each other.
Jamie.
So we've got, again, this return to neutral. Wario doesn't really have the speed to contest Banana Ball from the other side of the stage, which is going to be quite an unfortunate thing in the matchup, but again, these neutral get-ups are getting called out time and time again. And another thing with Wario's speed is that you're not even going to get... You're not going to be able to dash away from those monkey flips. You've really got to have to call that out in advance, whereas a character like Mewtwo can sort of dash back, as we saw there, and a lovely call out there, just landing that down air.
I'm not small. I'm not thin.
Okay, here we go. We got 42%. And once again, going for another jump read. That is something we're seeing a lot, going for that spot dodge. And the dash attack just catching him on the head hitbox of Wario. We are seeing a lovely DI out on the down throw. Here we go. Forward tilt. Diddy Kong off stage. Another spot dodge, and you've got to DI in at that point. You've got to hit the stage, and real unfortunate. Oh, and what a... Yeah, you can see it again. Serenity just going for this quite aggressive down airs. That really feeling himself. Really feeling himself.
Yes, thank you.
You can see here Charlie just keeping hold of that stage, but the banana toss on ledge, and just this entire conversion, this entire advantage state, and once again Serenity nearly catching with another down air. He is getting a lot of mileage off this one move. Oh, but don't jump into the man's mouth. Don't jump into it. It's not nice in there. Do you think Wario... I'll tell you what, Wario has got very nice teeth for someone that's associated with like garlic and being dirty. His teeth are immaculate. Look at those gnashes. He's only got 12, but goddamn, he maintains them all.
I still maintain that Wario is the ultimate dad character, right? Really fat, big belly, loves motorcycles and fast.
That's true, yeah.
Eats everything.
You know he's in spoons at like 11 a.m. with a pint. You know he's
11 a.m. Have you been into spoons at 7 o'clock in the morning? There's people there with a pint.
You think if you think he gets up at 7 a.m., you are wrong. He is there 11 a.m. He's got his Doom bar. He's having a great time.
All day, every day.
Here we go, and the monkey flip. 167%.
Serenity with the lead. Let's see if he just hold it. Does Wario have waft?
He does indeed. That
Half waft or full waft?
Full waft. The ominous brown glow is embracing the fat man. Oh, and you've just been destroyed by a monkey with a jetpack. Happens to the best of us.
I don't think Charlie's won the back. I think we might see a small battlefield change, I think. It's what happened last time. We're going to see it happen again.
Yeah, I like the idea of the smaller stage, but I do think it just allows Serenity to extend on their advantage a little bit more. I think the problem is that Wario doesn't really have the speed to kind of catch Diddy on the bigger stages, which is just quite difficult.
You can see Town if he doesn't burn it.
Oh, Hollow Bastion.
Bastion.
I can see it. It's like Smashville, but you got a bit more FD-ness in there.
What do you think about Hollow Bastion?
I like it.
Obviously great instead of Yoshi's, but like...
I think it's a good old stage. I think it's different enough from Smashville to like warrant its own bit.
Thank God we finally got a new stage for DLC specifically. We've got Small Battlefield, which is a great addition.
That was a great addition. And here we go. Same characters.
Actually, let's see what happens. It's Smashville, but a bit bigger. So maybe Charlie wants to just make more space.
Yeah, you can see Charlie just elected to keep center stage there instead of chase down the banana pull. You can see he's trying to catch the banana afterwards, sort of waiting for the pull to happen.
The weird thing about last game is because obviously with Wario you basically have stopped down the whole time, let's be honest. And Serenity able to hold on, close the game out with this second stock, so it might be the case that these stocks have to last as long as you can. When you versus Wario, you want your stock to last as long as humanly possible. So we want to see a lot of safe, a lot of risk. We'll see if Serenity plays like that. Obviously we won game one. Yes. Let's just see what happens. Keeps his top one going. Keep him in the corner, use block, because unlike Mewtwo, I don't think Wario can handle Banana as well as Mewtwo can, so did he win this matchup? Let's see.
Yeah, it seems to be. I'm not too knowledgeable on either. I imagine it could be argued for even. But when the bike's hitting the monkey, all that matters is that now you're a stock down against the character that can take a stock.
Getting a bit lazy with the recovery there. Sadly, that's a legend. Charlie just covers it not once but twice. I believe.
Yeah, I can see why you went for the mix-up, but ultimately, if the mix-up is instead of up being that way to the right, you're going to side B that way to the right, then like the same things are going to be covered. You know what I mean?
You can always side B.
Oh, and just beat that bike. Just get rid of it.
Get that out of here.
Scrap metal ahoy. Yeah.
This is a different situation, so this is a lot more difficult because obviously Wario has the lead and he hasn't had to use Waft to get it. This is an awful position.
Yeah, Serenity keeps making the bold assumption that Charlie's going to approach, but he doesn't need to. He does not need to approach. Up smash, spot dodge, up smash. We are here. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. It's been 3 years and the classics still work, baby. We are here.
Yeah. You love to see it, especially at this level. Hey, it works. This is why we see it all the time. That's why we see it all the time on Elite Smash. It works fundamentally. Charlie gets the banana, throws it away immediately, trying to get a quick stop, hoping that he will panic up beat the Waft.
He fired on the monkey and Diddy was gone. Diddy disappeared.
He vanished off the screen, not even a chance at anything behind that. And now he's Waft on the stock. This is entirely Charlie's game. At this point, do you go to game 3?
Yeah.
At this point, you're like, oh, never mind. Game 3 at this point.
Yeah, I think once again, Serenity can bring it back, but the problem is that, oh,
yes.
Just jump on it.
I love footstool.
Yeah,
footstool's an intentional change my mind.
Yeah, honestly, I tell you what, you can tell it was an intentional footstool because the aerial didn't come out afterwards. That's how you know. That's how you know.
Stocks like that.
Oh, we got the ledge trap situation, the bike coming down.
I don't mind it. In this kind of situation, sometimes when you're this far behind against Wario, you choose one. Sometimes you need a Hail Mary, and Aaron gets it on this occasion. The turning point.
Yeah, I really like the fact that one thing that I've noticed Chaz Babs does really, really well. One thing that he does really, really well is that in those tech chase situations, he's really good at just waiting a moment for you to go for some kind of aggressive run in and then either get up. Oh my god, you nearly jumped into that! Elbow hitbox! The elbow hitbox.
I swear that's not a true combo. Aaron says it is, but I swear that's not a combo.
It might, yeah, I think it's DI in. I think you got DI in so you hit the stage. Or actually, I don't know, I'm going to ask him afterwards. It might vary, but I know that at early percent you got a DI in. I don't know whether at late percent you got a DI out because the sensitive. I don't know. It's Diddy does what he wants.
Serenity,
always has.
Serenity 2-0 up. I think this happened last week.
Yeah.
Charlie gets a reverse 3-0.
Can you also believe that this is the weakest version of Diddy Kong you've ever had?
It's disgusting, isn't it? People, at the beginning of the game, people were saying, oh yeah, Diddy Kong's a bit here, and Tweak's just like,
this character's top 20 and it's the lowest in the tier list. Like, really damn good, instead of top 10 or top, 5 or 3.
The Hollow Bastion, unfortunately, not working out. But well, no, I like the stage. Fundamentally, it worked. We just got a bit unfortunate with the down smash and just how hard he was able to call that out. But we're still on small battlefields, as I expected. One of Charlie's favourite stages. Obviously, he's got those 2 platforms to extend the 2, and Charlie obviously really good at holding the center stage, holding the corner. Let's just see what Serenity can do. 69, shout out to 69.
Oh, and just tried to go over the run up down there. Trying to cause another crime with that down air and another monkey flip into center stage. Again, Warrior's in this really difficult position where if they're going to cover the monkey flip, they've got to like hard prepare for it. They've got to hard cover that option. It's not like other characters where you can cover a ledge option and then dash in. Oh my goodness, and sent down despite being on stage.
He whiffed it, still hit it.
Yeah.
Did a Kong monkey flip. Hard call out. Are you going to go for banana or not? He knew he wasn't going to go for it. Called it out.
Set chase and tried to catch the roll in, but Chazbabs isn't going to give it to him. Oh, and the very strange hitbox. Multi-hits in this game were merely an afterthought, you can imagine.
Serenity's managed to bring it all the way back. Oh my god, that could have been a huge punishment there.
I do really like that aggressive up B from Chazbabs. The fact that Serenity has been going up high trying to call out with these down airs. I like the fact that he sort of had this option ready to call it out. Unfortunately, Serenity just sort of played on the patient and then just slipped on the banana peel. And once again, Chazbabs at a deficit. And lost in the source. We'll give him the credit. Completely lost in the source. Falling off neutral airing and just plummeting to his death. Thankfully, Diddy was pretty much a death's door anyway, so life is good.
He got, at the end of the day, fundamentally, he was at a huge deficit. He brought it back. He got used to the stop. It's not like an early SD where you're losing like 50-60% or something like that. Again, similar thing to stock 1, a lot of damage, and then hopefully Serenity can bring it back just like last time.
Yeah, and having a nice eat the banana, found some leftovers in there. Wario gets his 5 a day in this matchup. He's having a great time.
Yeah, 50 a day on this occasion.
Oh, tap with the foot. Slap him out the air. What beautiful spacing. Yeah, you can see, like right there. You either got to go for the recovery or you've got to cover the monkey flip in. There is no option that does both.
Interesting spot dodge. I'm not quite sure what Charlie was able to avoid there because banana would have hit and monkey flip obviously did hit, but never mind. It was a hard read. Reads the side beyond the corner, Charlie, picking up on it.
Yeah, also one thing that I'm really liking from Chazbabs in this situation is that when Serenity's going for these grounded monkey flips in neutral, instead of trying to dash back and punish where he's going to be, he's just running in and challenging it instead, and it's been working really well.
And again, getting a lot of life to stop, but again, what has not been used, it's this ever-present thing for the entire matchup. Goes for the up air.
Yeah, good air dodge.
Up the air shield.
Yeah.
Goes the wrong way, I think. He was DIing something that way. Well, he certainly got the prediction right. Could have gone the other way. And that would have been one less Diddy Kong stop on 170% still living, as I say. When people are at this high percent, when anything can kill, sometimes just nothing hits at all. Too many options you've got to choose from.
Yeah, I really like that option from Chazbabs, but it not quite working out. That up smash trying to catch a roll over, and again the dash back into the dash attack. So good from Chazbabs. Really good awareness. You are living, and this is the scary part when you don't have rage. Now those kill confirms that you would have got earlier on aren't going to hit, and you've also got Waft, which we all know what it can do. We've all been here. We've all seen Wario at 148%.
I imagine Charlie's
We've seen him lurking.
I imagine Charlie's going to hold on to this one until the last hold round. Up smash is going to do it, but Chazbabs doesn't mind. He got the use out of the start, 150%, still has Waft. I mean, advantage Charlie. This is going to be an insane, scary situation. And obviously, with how balls to the wall Serenity can play most of the time, it could be like the deciding factor. I like the balls to the wall, that's what they'll do. But there's a time for it, there's a time not. Let's just hope Serenity picks the right time for this again.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can just see here the slowing down of the pace. Both these two have been sort of very aggressive towards each other in this set, but now they've taken that moment to play it very safe. This is where things get scary.
He's ignoring banana now. He wants to maintain as much control as possible. He's going to go for pull. He does get the call. Charlie again, just happy just to wait. He doesn't matter. He's in control as far as he's actually waiting on the platform. 2.5 minutes left. Gets bored pretty quickly.
Oh my god, what a match out. That is such a clutch match out. If he had been sent downwards, the bike was off stage. That would have been the end of the stock.
Charlie gets bored after 10 seconds and almost loses his stock because of it. Serenity now just playing the anti-camp game. I don't know who can camp better.
Yeah, and just Diddy Kong getting eaten from the other side. Ooh!
Hard call out Cyber from the corner. Well done. Well done, Tom.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is saying, right, you need to think a little bit more about these monkey flips because I'm going to hard punish you each and every
Great
time.
monkey flip, because you think Warrior, right, okay, he's going to be looking for Nair, he's going to be looking for up tilt, he's going to be looking for the confirm specifically. Bait out, nope, side B, boom, right,
Yeah.
I'm just going to punish him. Just raw punish him with it, because you think, oh, he's going to go for the confirm, and doesn't, just raw in your face.
Yeah.
You don't expect that.
No, Chaz Babs has definitely got a really good hold on these monkey flip habits from Serenity. Even if he's not able to hard punish, he's doing an extremely good job of positioning himself in a way where he can still keep that center stage and
I
it's
want
not in an
Serenity
advantageous
to
position.
remain calm. You've won 2 games. Again, it's just about the SD. You've got to remember that SD suck, but fundamentally, if you can keep it close, even when you're SD, you just got to remain calm and just keep doing what you're doing. Just don't SD. You win again.
Yeah. No, for sure. Serenity can definitely do it. Obviously, the 2 games on the board is pure evidence of that. But Chaz Babs very good. It does take maybe a game or 2 to get there, but his adaptations are second to none. And when he finds a habit, you know, he waits for those perfect moments to get the optimal and the best punish that he can.
Just imagine, when you're 2-0 up, I swear it's harder to be 2-0 up. Because the reverse 3-stock is always in the back of your mind, and it just distracts you so much. I wonder if Serenity's feeling that right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Particularly if you felt like you sort of had those dominant first couple of games, when you see it begin to slip away from you, it's so hard to keep that mentality of I can still win this.
It's going to be a bit of a scramble situation. Normally we see these stocks be a bit safer. That up to hit for some reason, but never mind. Big
Yeah.
hit from Wario.
I think a lot of Diddy's limbs are intangible during his move, so I think, oh my goodness, I'm trying to go. Yeah, he tried it again. But again, still managing to get back to stage first and keeping that stage control once again.
Like the edge guards, good attempt. Bloody Nora.
Let's see, all the dash attack trying to catch. Approach.
Too much airspeed on Wario. I thought he could move naturally really fast, a lot like Wolf and the neutral dodge, which is really difficult to catch. Forward air. Up air I expected, to be honest, maybe. But probably couldn't get it with a particular angle.
Yeah.
He's just standing there.
And
Menacingly.
Wario now has the banana in hand. And just recatching it, and the dash attack as well. Chaz Babs is getting anything that's going right now. Trying to go for the up B and a really good retreat to ledge. That was such a good retreat to ledge. Just avoiding that whole mix of am I on the platform, am I not? Because Serenity could have killed him either way, and just going for that ledge trap situation. And oh no! Didn't go for it again. Serenity just kind of second guessing themselves, and that neutral air. Thankfully, Serenity, we said it earlier in another set, but really good at keeping their jump, and that is, yeah, that's death.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, to remember fundamentally that in the middle of the song, Serenity obviously gets the up smash, and we're back to even again.
Yeah, just about whiffing that dash grab, unfortunately, for Chaz Babs, and it's going to give Serenity a second lease on life, and the brown glow is emanating from Wario here. Another thing on Serenity's mind.
You have to remember that Serenity fundamentally has been getting the most out of, has been getting way more out of the neutral wins than Wario has been. Wario is heavy in the fast forward, so he's easy to combo. Just a simple situation we've got now. Building it up percent, and Wario, all he's got to do is remember that this is happening, and sometimes when he gets to high percent and you don't get the kill, you get a bit desperate, and when you get desperate, you become predictable, and when you become predictable, you can lose a stock.
Yeah, exactly that. We see once again another aggressive challenge on the monkey flip, and just going for that dash attack just to get it off stage, and again another call out on the monkey flips. This is something that Serenity, you know, choked the 3-0 over. And has now choked another stock. And we can see it here just... Yeah, and that's the thing, this desperation, and Aaron Serenity has got this little bit of a spot dodge hammer that is beginning to form, and just misses. Oh, you're not dead. Oh, and just goes for it all. I appreciate it, I really do, but in the same vein...
I don't! That was a huge waste! A huge gamble for no reason. He has the whole stock lead. He's just thrown Waff away.
Yeah, but when you've got this much momentum, do you think it really matters? He doesn't need the waft to get the stock now, trying to catch these high recoveries. And Wario, he is a chunky boy. He's not going to be dying to these up smashes, at least for a little bit just yet.
Regardless, Charlie's taken a gamble. We will see what happens. Up smash, out of shield.
Really, really lovely option, knowing that Serenity had to throw the bike, just waiting for the bike to go and then getting an up smash was just completely ready for that punish. The neutral air. And the bite again. Is that going to send you sailing off? Are you back to the Zuno? You're not. One last lease on life. Oh, and the up air nearly killing there, but once again, stellar DI from Chazbabs. Another real excellent quality of his gameplay is that his DI is stellar. You're not going to catch this man sleeping when it comes to it.
Right, there it is.
Yeah, strong hit's going to do it. Game 5.
Oh no! Oh no! The first 3-stop threat, it's real, it's there, it's in the back of his mind.
There have definitely been some real adjustments coming from Chazbabs. Again, we saw this in the Allison set where we have just seen the raw, just the grit and the patience and the discipline. That's the word I'm after, the discipline that he has got in these kinds of matchups where you've got to play safe, you've got to slow down the pace, you've got to get those moments. And that coupled with that slight grip that Chazbabs has got on the habits.
Especially the Zybe out of the corner, we saw it a bunch of times. In those moments, and that's kind of, it's considering quite a lot, these hard habits. He needs to pick up on the fact that Charlie's picking up and adapt himself. Charlie's adapted to Serenity's playstyle. I want to see Serenity adapt now to what Charlie's doing. Stay in the corner a little bit more. Be more committed. He's very desperate to get out the corner, whether jumping out or side being out. Be happy in the corner. If you've got Banana, how's Warrior going to get in, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Use that space that you've got. It's a small amount of space, but keep hold of it. You don't have to desperately try and get all the saves back. Just make it build up over time.
Yeah, this is where things can get really, really scary because I think this is going to be, I think we need to strap ourselves in for this one. I think this is going to be a long game. I think the fact that we have got an FD with a couple of side platforms here, I think, Chazbabs is going to be able to just chill on those side platforms should he need to. His extension's going to be a little bit shorter.
Good shield pressure there. Fully aware that he's going to be out of shield, pulling him out, nice spacing there. So the thing about Kalos, big stage. I don't like this pick, to be honest. I really don't. High ceiling.
Yeah.
Right? Again, we've seen Up Smash struggle to kill this particular matchup. Sure, did it live for longer, but so does Wario. And Wario wants to live for longer. More wafts, more damage, more weight, more air speed. This stage pick, in my opinion, if he doesn't win, in my opinion, I'd put out to the stage. I don't like this pick, but maybe Aaron knows something more than I don't.
I can see the appeal with being able to grip on and wall jump off of the sides on Kalos. Oh, and there we go. Finally got it. It took like 3 or 4 sets in a game 5 to do it, but
Straight
finally. But yeah, the straight answer back is real unfortunate for Serenity right now.
When you have a stock lead against Wario, you want that stock to last as long as possible, but obviously Charlie's he's not going to let that happen for free. He's going to try and get the stock, gets with the back air. Two of Charlie's favourite kill options, back air and dash attack. Builds up the percent and then just uses 1 or 2, followed up by the waft. Obviously good advantage safe from Serenity here. Grab the bite, grab the banana, calls out the full hop. Switch the banana, dash attack, forward air. 81% on Warrior right now. Serenity certainly building up the damage slowly but surely.
Yeah, and falls over the banana. Serenity ready with the punish there. And Charlie once again just making it backstage, just about shooting that banana.
I want to see Serenity, don't throw out smash, don't get too desperate. It won't kill this percent. All you'll do is just make it stay up. Build up a little bit more percent, save that up smash for when it's needed. Side B into the footstool.
Yeah, I really, really like that. Just ejecting themselves out of the situation completely. Just going for a lot of these monkey flips. And again, Chazbabs is going to catch on to them.
Goes around to get the shield. I think up smash might kill at this percent. I think. Up smash, look for it now. And confirm it. Up smash, get to side B. Is that enough?
Yeah, and it's scary now. You haven't got a bite. Yes. Really lovely call out on the high recovery there.
He's been doing it a bit.
Yeah. And also in that situation where you don't have the bike, you've got that one last mix-up in your back pocket. And now look at the patience. And you just monkey flip it.
It's fine, it's a call. It's this case, look. I don't have to approach if I don't want to. I'm happy with that position. But I like to recognise the ability to stand and look, I have the lead, you have to approach me. What are you going to do about it? Well, it's up to Charlie now to deal with it. 4 minutes left. Serenity, I'm sure, is more than happy to run this clock down all the way to the bottom if he needs to. Charlie can't just let it stand there. This could be it.
And the thing is as well is that like normally you don't want to camp Wario because of the waft building up, but the fact that he's already got a fully charged waft means that there is now no reason not to camp him.
Agreed.
Like the kill condition's already there. And you can see maybe a little bit of impatience here. Banana. Just holding this bite.
Again, playing it patiently. We like it when Serenity plays a bit more patiently. He's normally do. He seems very confident. Taking a long time return to stage. I imagine he's running the clock down.
Yeah, and this is the thing that we were talking about earlier on. Chazbab spaced for that monkey flip, and then Serenity just threw the banana and jumped on stage normally. Chazbab can't cover both, and that's going to be really, really crucial in these last few moments. Banana peel.
Is that it?
Not quite. Almost. The back throw not being strong enough on Wario. Trying to get the 2-frame. It's going to be a legendary grab.
There's the F tilt. That's a mistake. It doesn't. Oh no! This is literally just a battle of who can be more patient. And sometimes it's like Charlie is more patient. Serenity will stand there for a little while.
Yeah.
But then eventually he'll get bored and do the monkey flip, and do the full in. Charlie's noticed that.
Yeah.
He's getting punished. It goes through the bike.
Oh, and just about made it back there. But again, these monkey flips. Oh, and just
up smash. Oh,
yeah.
Kalos again.
Really interesting situation.
The
there.
next up smash will kill though. The next up smash will kill.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really scary. And the banana peel actually saving Chazbabs in that situation. But the bike, meaning he couldn't get that extension off. And this is the thing. Oh my goodness. Just about grabbing that.
Serenity has the percentage lead. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. I don't think we're going to go for time.
No, it's definitely not a timeout on the cards. You can see the tech chase.
Oh, smash! Oh no!
And spot
Incredible spot dodge. Incredible spot dodge. Saved his life on that occasion. Charlie has his positions go.
Trying it again.
Didn't go for the punish.
Serenity's really got to watch their shield as well. Their shield's getting really, really low. A Watt might just break the shield, which is a really scary prospect. Using that bike, the chase.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Is that it? That's it! He got it! That's it!
And the pop off from Serenity. Another close game 5. Another close game 5 going in favor of Serenity. They have been putting in the hours.
Achievement unlocked.
Oh. And we're not finished yet.
We are not finished yet. And now we are in the grand finals with Serenity versus Trundle.
Yeah.
We can afford a 2-minute break if we need to. I'm gonna get a drink for that one.
Yeah, do it, honestly. Whew. Cool, so, grand finals. The grandest of finals.
This is legitimately a money match because the winner of this wins money.
Grand finals. We finally made it. I swear every set has been long as hell. I don't think I've seen one 3-0. I've seen one 3-0. And it just goes to show the similar level of skill between a lot of these players. You know, going to these game 4, game 5 situations. And it's almost like Trundle walked in and they were a calming presence. They've just been sat over in the corner. They've been just playing a few friendlies and games.
What, Trundle?
Trundle,
yes.
Trundle has so far dropped 1 game. So far, meanwhile, Serenity has been fighting tooth and claw.
Did you report the score?
I will.
Oh, we've missed both.
Oh wait, what about your set?
My set it was
3-2 to Serenity. 3-2 to Serenity. 3-2 to Serenity. Whilst we sort out these wonderful scores so that you can have a look at the bracket when you get home.
Serenity, me, Serenity.
Just going back and forth, we are seeing the DDD coming out here. We'll see if Serenity, having all of this energy from 2 close game 5, is going to be able to run with that momentum.
I imagine he's completely exhausted and now has to face Trundle, who can be... He's mentally taxing, let's be honest. He plays on your ability to kind of get impatient. That's when he strikes, so we'll see how he gets on.
Yeah. One thing I already want to point out that I haven't seen anybody else do is that Trundle got their bread and butter and then deliberately ran into the banana, just completely getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Such a good option, just deciding, right, you know what, like, and it means that if you want to pull banana, you've got to deal with me, you've got to deal with this big old penguin swinging towards you. Let's see.
Serenity will lose the side. So far, not bad. I mean, I hate this matchup for Diddy Kong, I really do. He struggles to kill in the best of times. I do struggle to kill, but he's got specific concerns he needs to get, and King Diddy can live a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be the thing. Diddy Kong doesn't necessarily struggle to kill, but it's at those really high percents that Diddy Kong starts to kill. Yeah. And with a character like King Dedede, who's just a chunky boy.
Yeah. He's going to live to what?
Yeah.
175%?
Yeah, like 150 on a bad day.
Yeah.
you know, that kind of thing. And we can see they're just getting that kill, and this is where things get hard. We saw this in the winners final set with Chazbabs, where it started off real close. Trundle gets a lead and then just refuses to let go. They are so good at playing evasive, which is really commendable with a character like King Dedede.
I know. Probably one of you have a really poor disadvantage for Trundle making every.
Ooh, I like that option though.
Trundle normally calling, it works because Diddy Kong.
Yeah, Diddy Kong once again.
Trundle making huge. One of the best things about DD is the fact that they have probably one of the best opponents. You look at Kirby on this increasing. One of these characters has multiple jumps, right?
Yes.
Really good. You like they will stay up in the air forever. They will use all 6 of the jumps if they need to, and Trundle really good at that. Just to bait you into swinging first, because that's what he wants. He wants you to swing first.
Yeah, and Trundle knowing that Serenity is going to go for these quite aggressive down airs, just going for the up tilt off the stage, not the up tilt, the up air off the stage, just having that big hitbox, meaning that the down air wouldn't have been able to hit. And we can already see it took Chazbabs a couple of games that has taken Trundle a couple of stocks to realize about this monkey flip habit. Oh, not quite getting the explosion that might have killed, particularly with all that rage, and you can see Serenity, if it doesn't work, if it isn't nice, go for it twice. Yeah, just this patience going on right now.
140%.
Yeah,
Serenity been using the entire tournament. His stocks have been lasting a long time. He's making use of everything. It's just the unfortunate SDs that unfortunately let him down on the base. What he's got to do is just give us recoveries that comes up.
Yeah.
Not better. He's currently in the lead versus Trundle.
Yeah, we can see
After
once
that
again.
best of 5, 2 best of 5s.
Yeah,
Still going.
Excellent, really good awareness. And again, these quite aggressive down airs are being just avoided or fully called out by Trundle. They are doing such a good job. And the Gordo at 170, that's going to kill you. No way, no how. Oh, I don't think that's what you wanted. I think that was a B reverse inhale. Oh my goodness, you're just throwing the banana up to call out the Gordo. Oh, we can see the attempt at the inhale, but Serenity just jumping out of that situation. But this is the thing, if you can't get those, you know, quick and clean kills on DDD, situations like this begin to rack up. Go for that nair.
150% up smash.
Ooh, and what a charge as well!
Yeah, pull it out. Game 1, Serenity, well played. Imagine if he resets the bracket.
Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. But what a just an excellent call out as well. Just knowing that Trundle's been like hovering around that ledge quite a lot and just waiting for that option. The only worry I have in this set is that obviously Trundle has got like Serenity has only got like a limited bag of tricks, and every player has got a limited bag of tricks. And you've got to make those last not over 3 games but over 6, and that's a really terrifying prospect against somebody like Trundle.
6 at least.
Yeah, who Trundle
That's
within
the bare minimum.
Yeah, Trundle from 1 set and 2 stocks is already catching on to these habits that Serenity has been showing time and time again throughout his losers run. We are seeing the music. Please pick something. Please pick something good. Here we go.
You had to go through Toby. You had to go through Loaf. You had to go to Charlie, and then just found one hell of a loser.
Yeah. And it was game 5 after game 5 after game. Yeah. So Serenity has had 3 game 5s in a row in losers.
See, when they met in winners finals, Trundle 3-0'd Serenity. We're now looking at a losers side of Grands. Serenity's already a game up, and we're going back to history. We've seen Trundle this time and time again. It's worked out. Hopefully, I can't imagine it'll work for the Serenity side as well. But Serenity loves this.
And oh my goodness, these conversions as well. These side platforms doing such a good job for Diddy Kong, but again, DDD just raw damage output. You only need 1 or 2 pieces to be able to match the damage.
Do you want a small stage for DDD or a big stage? Small stage means you spend more time on the ledge trap, but he also doesn't live above.
I think you want a smaller stage purely for the kill power, right? You know, if you've got those big stages, DDD's not dying on Kalos till 180. You know, that's the thing. So I think having a little bit of a smaller, you know, I imagine that Serenity banned a lot of the bigger stages, and then Trundle has just gone for the next biggest stage. We can see just this patience here. DDD just spitting out all of these projectiles, but Serenity just being 1 step ahead each and every single time.
Slow pacing in, and we're going to see this. A lot of high percent on these stocks. Just No real massive combos, the hard recharge, and the spot dodge.
Yeah, and just both these players just going a little bit too deep with their options, but that beautiful ledge trap again, DDD probably the best in the business to do it. Just being able to catch out with that up tilt, and now again 150%. This was how the start of game 1 happened.
The stock needs to go now.
Yeah, and now this is where things get careful, and the banana and this is something we've seen Trundle more than happy to do.
He knows he wants the stock. He knows he's desperate for it. And Trundle's just like,
And
slipping off the edge, coming back with the aerial.
Oh my goodness. I was expecting the
thought you
robbery
got
of
it
a
as well.
lifetime. But alas.
Trundle's are so good at reading us.
And this is the scariest part about fighting Trundle. Trundle was at 150% when Serenity lost the first stock and took 15 until just now. But it's just the pure survivability and just being able to live situation after situation.
He knows how to live with this character. He's making the best out of the stocks competition right now, so who can make the most out of their stocks and fundamentally just wait alone.
Yeah, and this is where it gets really, really tricky here. Just trying to get off the platform, being swallowed by the inhale, going back on stage, knowing it would have taken a little bit longer, particularly if Aaron's smashing. We can see right here, trying to go for that tech chase into the up smash and going for these quite aggressive barrels. I think luckily Trundle managed to just get out of the situation completely. And the trade with the back air, that's not what you want.
This looks almost impossible.
With the neutral air as well.
Anything will kill Serenity at this point. And Serenity needs what? Another 200% at least of any other stocks otherwise?
Well, very early stock, and that's the thing. You know, it's not the biggest stage in the world, but it's big enough to get your money's worth on each and every single stock. We can see, and Trundle just electing to keep their controller in good condition, and they are not mashing. Oh, and those barrels are out there somewhere. Oh, and the forward tilt, yeah.
That'll kill on that occasion. 1-1. Trundle bringing it back, showing why he is the #1 seed last season. 75% win ratio. You don't get that kind of percent win ratio unless.
That's a very, very good, and of course having really excellent results all across the UK, as well as ruling Bournemouth, I would say, with an iron fist. Does Trundle.
A loving warm fist.
A loving warm gloved fist that might smell like fish. Is King DDD probably. Do you reckon he eats with his gloves on? I reckon he does.
Small battlefield, I like it. PS2, just a bit smaller.
Yeah. And this is what Serenity is going to want, that smaller stage, to be able to get those kills a little bit earlier. But the thing is that, like, Serenity's not getting the neutral wins to get them. Oh,
Do a lot of
this
damage.
is the thing, 60% instant
1.1%. It's enough to start the combo.
Yeah.
3%.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You were so close, Trundle. Make sure to DI in, and that was quite an optimistic dash attack.
And just Serenity, like, I think maybe into exhaustion, we're seeing a lot of combo slipping on King DDD. You shouldn't be slipping your combos when you get the neutral fraction. You're going to want to lose. You're almost killed. You're going to want to make these combos last a long time and slipping them. So we just did exhaustion, I'm not sure, but definitely slipping a couple of combos here. And that's huge against King DDD. You want to build up percent in 1 or 2 beats and then go for a kill.
And I appreciate going for the up smash instead of the forward smash there, knowing being able to keep it a little bit fresher for the next banana kill, knowing that realistically neither smash attack was going to kill at that percent.
Build up the damage. And go for the hard reach.
What a tomahawk. Sadly, Serenity being a little bit too high percent, and the Gordo saving DDD's life. A loyal servant if we've ever seen one.
Jesus Christ, and that was the perfect position as well to cover him. No other position. 28% from 2 hits.
Gordo just does what it wants. Oh, and you can't run into that. You gotta have a hit. You gotta have the hitbox sort of lingering above DDD to be able to punish that. And DDD doesn't have the most lingering of hitboxes, certainly not in the air. You know?
Well, we've got the same situation to, I believe, last game, 175%. Serenity lost in the entire stock.
Oh no. Okay, just manages to monkey flip back on. I do like this slight aggression. Oh, and getting hit by a partially hit jet hammer. Oh my goodness. Again, 184%, even with the smaller stage. Trundle is so good and has just started using That up air option, just say just get away from the ledge. This is mine. You know it's mine when I'm on stage. You know it's mine when I'm off stage. Get off my property.
Serenity, obviously, everyone in this particular case is desperate for the stock, desperate for the kill. We all in this particular situation will be trying to. This is where he excels, living forever, and he does. Same situation from last game.
Yeah.
The entire second stock is gone.
Yeah, and we can see finally
Gets the
a
kill,
stage
finally.
spike there for Trundle. Going to lose that first stock. We can see Banana in hand, just making sure, just about avoiding it, but catching it. And 60% already on Serenity, and that was nearly your entire life flashing before your
Would that have killed? I think that would have killed at 60%.
Yeah, definitely
Diddy
would've
Kong, I
killed.
think it would have done.
Oh, and just
Oh,
the
the
barrels.
barrels!
Yeah, and this is the hard part. When you drop shield that little bit too early, the hammer and the Gordo does like 30-something%. Owen nearly called out the aggressive approach for the up smash. Again, these Gordos just putting in so much extra time.
Trundle's kind of like a bit like a Dark Souls boss, you know, like
Yeah.
a really long one.
Yeah.
Just mentally draining. You've got to keep your composure the entire time.
Yeah.
It's just exhausting. for
Okay,
this cat.
keeping with the disadvantage state, and oh my goodness, 2 hits to the Gordo, and the forward air as well. Serenity's sort of reeling back, being like, what on earth is going on? But 160%, and the jab might kill.
The base.
Oh, it doesn't! Stellar DI from Serenity. Oh, but you're at the ledge against DDD is where nobody wants to be. Thankfully, that Banana is a borderline get out of jail free card. I say borderline. It's more like paying 50 to get off the ledge. That's what I feel like. You're not. Oh, you dropped shield too early. And Trundle, after. That's the thing. After the explosive game 1 that we saw from Serenity, Trundle, again, they walked in, a calming aura, and has sat down and has just stuck to the game plan, stayed to DDD's strengths, and has forced Serenity on the back foot if they want to remain in this tournament any longer.
Having Trundle and winners is just like you've gone through the entire of losers. Finally in Grand, you've got to do a double reset versus a King DDD who's living to 150, 200% yourself as Diddy Kong.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
the thing
do you
is that-
swap at this point?
It's also like, the thing is with Diddy Kong is that you've got to work pretty hard to get your kills. You've still got to rack up all of that percent.
Yep.
And Serenity has been having to do that for 15 games in a row before stepping into this. Trundle has probably played less games in their entire set than Serenity did in their losers run.
It's why statistically 40% of grand, 60% of grand finals are won from the winner's side, and you can see why. Just less games
exactly.
in general. Trundle again starting out as he does previously, building up a lot of percent. I get a feeling Trundle almost wants to end the set now.
Yeah,
He wants to
and
go home.
Yeah, and you can see right now Serenity just doing a real good job at just tiptoeing around these timings that Trundle is going for with these big kill options. And we can see like going on right now. Trundle stuck on the left side of the stage, going for that excellent DI in. That is something that you got to do.
Yep.
Going for that back air instead. Even stocks, even percents right now. However, ooh, using the peanut pop gun. That is something that is really good against Gordo in particular. Oh, and just not quite managing to get it to hit properly.
He commits,
Trundle was still in the
commits
air.
to the landing, but he lands down with a shield. Shields the banana for the F smash, so if it doesn't work.
Oh my goodness, and a wonderful tech chase out of a situation that seemingly I didn't think he could cover. An excellent,
Oh,
excellent,
kills,
excellent
thank
job,
God.
knowing the perfect timing where the armor from up B wasn't going to be applicable, and just getting that back air, and Serenity still got some life in him.
Just like game 1, Serenity now has the lead. He needs to hold on to the stock. He needs to get out of the corner as best he can. Maybe not so aggressive. Goes to the roll. I like the idea. Just throws him back on stage. I don't mind that. It's not a problem. You get another go at the very least.
Yeah, and once again, you are stuck on the ledge against the king. This is exactly where he wants you to be, and 2 stocks apiece so far.
This is exhausting just to watch. Play 26% from the border.
I know, this is the thing.
Ledge trap begins again. Reverses it. There it is again, Trundle. He likes to come back with the up air. Everyone falls for it. It's a really good option. Punishes and gets back on the ledge. Goes for the shield gun, throws him off. Begins the ledge trap again. Go for the harder read.
Yeah, I appreciate the attempt, but not getting any kind of punish. There was a lot of lag on that move on whiff.
The banana pool sent Gordo back.
It's just so difficult here, and trying to go for some kind of option. Lovely spot dodge on the nair, getting a little bit more damage, and once again Trundle trying to find their way back onto the stage. The up air just intercepting that inhale before they can get anything off of it, and one hit of up smash just sending the Gordo back to his owner.
Much better percent on this occasion. And no, the side B from the corner steals the stock early. That's the last thing Serenity wanted. It's the reverse again. All that advantage, all that momentum he's gained has been thrown away with one left tilt and a neutral.
Yeah, Serenity's really got to just keep it calm right now, and it's so hard when he's got to go from hot to cold in such little time as well, going from the sort of hot pace of keeping DDD in the corner to the slower pace of, well, I need to get this kill, but I need to be safe. I'm already at 50%. I monkey flip straight into the Penguin's mouth.
Why is down till as safe as it is? The platform's a
Yeah. Oh, and trying to go for all there, but the down throw sending a little bit too high to be able to get anything off of, and optimistic up smash just rolling away from that situation.
Mash out was so
There we go. Okay. You've still got a chance. It's going to be a long time, but it's going to be...
Is it enough?
Yeah.
Is that it?
And you can see Trundle
Oh,
and
no,
just
here he comes
the
in.
aggressive, but
Down
beautiful
tilt.
buffer. Down tilt is not the best option. Maybe a dash attack.
Up tilt.
Spot
That'll be
dodge.
it. That'll be it.
Oh my goodness.
Trundle takes it again.
Yeah, Trundle.
Again. Well done, Trundle.
They are showing why they are the Liege of Bournemouth, doing an excellent job all the way throughout this bracket. And that is going to be
Serenity won game one.
Serenity. Yeah.
Just ran out of steam, I imagine.
And that's the thing when you play a character like Diddy Kong, and you've got to work so hard to get those kills against someone like Trundle who just lives forever and ever and ever. It's a hard
match made
one.
in heaven with the characters, isn't it? King Diddy who lives forever and Trundle who lives forever.
Yeah. So, to quickly recount our top 8, we have got Trundle taking up the gold. Once again, excellent run from them. Second place goes to Serenity, who went on probably the most tiring losers run I've ever seen in my life.
You haven't seen my losers runs.
Chazbabs taking the third place slot. We've got Loaf in fourth. We've got Allison and Tobbs taking it fifth. And then Craig and myself taking, well, both of us commentators getting seventh place.
Shout out to the commentators.
Yes, if you have enjoyed, swing by next week, I guess. And
Come, we need the venue fee.
it has been fun, so take care of yourselves and get some sleep, please. That's what we all need.
Sleep sounds good to me. Get some food as well. Let's get some food, shall we?